4 minutes till start of broadcast. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. 'Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast. Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Yesterday was a rock fight for Auburn in the Music City. The Tigers beat Ole Miss by 5. Get ready for another today. Auburn and Tennessee in the semifinals of the Southeastern Conference Tournament. Good morning and War Eagle from Bridgestone Arena in the Music City with Randall Dickey and Jacob Hillman. I'm Andy Bertram. Janai Broom led Auburn with 23 points and 15 rebounds in the 62-57 win of the Rebels. He tied Auburn's single season record for double-doubles with his 18th, tying Mike Mitchell from 1975. Denver Jones was the only other Auburn player in double figures for the Tigers with 13. Tennessee eliminated Texas 83-72, putting the Longhorns on the bubble for the NCAA tournament. Chaz Lanier led 4 balls in double figures with 23. Tennessee shot 55% from the field in the second half. Yesterday was chalk at the SEC tournament. The top 4 teams all won. In January, Auburn dispatched Tennessee at Neville Arena 53-51. After Miles Kelly gave Auburn the lead with a 3 from the left corner, Zakai Ziegler's 3 from the right corner. The final seconds rattled out. Rock fight then, perhaps another rock fight today. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Going to be a lot of orange in the stands for this one today as Auburn gets set to face Tennessee. The Auburn orange and the Dreamsicle orange of Tennessee here today. It's the first of the 2 semifinals at the Southeastern Conference. The winner today faces the winner of Florida and Alabama in the championship game tomorrow. Along with Randall Dickey and Jacob Hillman, I'm Andy Burcham, courtside at Bridgestone Arena. Going through some storms here today, getting to the ballpark. They get some storms in the 2 semifinals games today. Auburn and Tennessee, followed by Florida and Alabama.
Well, I think there's going to be rumble all the way through, outside and certainly on this court. You got 2 historic programs going after it. They mirror each other in their toughness, their mentality of competition. Both teams really believe in playing great defense. It's going to be interesting. Also, 2 iconic coaches going head up. It's going to be interesting who imposes their will on the stage of how the tempo goes throughout this day.
Tennessee team holds opponents to 62.3% or 62.3 points this season. They're the best defense traditionally in the Southeastern Conference, and that game back in January showed it. Auburn won 53-51.
Well, Auburn won a really tough game, and that was a touch-and-go game. One thing they did, they closed out at the end. Auburn really played well at the end of the game right there to win that. This is going to be something else. I think it's going to be, I may be wrong, I think it's going to be a little bit more up and down. I think Tennessee's scoring the ball a little bit better than they were when we played in Auburn. I think Auburn would like for it to be a little bit more up and down, but defense is going to take precedent. You better have some tough mental fortitude today because it's going to be tough dribbling the basketball. Making passes is going to be really tough, and it's absolutely going to be a battle around that glass.
These 2 starting point guards today, Auburn's Denver Jones and Tennessee's Zakai Ziegler, are 2 of the very best point guards you're going to find in the country, Randall Dickey.
Absolutely. Zakai Ziegler is the guy I feel like it is the catalyst for Tennessee. He is the straw that stirs the drink for Tennessee. He's been here, 8 or 9 years, I think now. But
it's been that long, yes.
He is certainly an outstanding player, unbelievable competitor. He may be small in stature, but he plays like a mountain on the floor, and he makes Tennessee go. I think the Tigers, one of the big keys is they have got to control his tempo, his driving effect, and also limit his open three-point shots and keep him off the free throw line late in the game.
It's a very busy day across college basketball and on the Auburn campus. And to tell you about it, third man of our crew, here is Jacob Hillman.
That's exactly right, Andy. Thank you. And after a wild first 2 days of the SEC tournament here in Nashville, featuring overtime games, game-winning shots, and an underdog story, Friday was just the top-seeded teams winning. Each game with minimal drama. We'll bring you up to date with all the action that took place after Auburn's game yesterday during this SEC report.
The Tigers ran through the toughest SEC in history and earned the championship. Now it's time to chase another crown. The tournament edition of the SEC report is driven by Toyota. Let's go places.
After Auburn took down Ole Miss in the SEC tournament quarterfinal, 3 other quarterfinal matchups took place here at Bridgestone Arena as the team that Auburn faces later on this afternoon, Tennessee took down Texas 83-72 as Chaz Lanier scored 23 points, but he scored 17 of the first 21 Tennessee points of the game. That was the run that really put Tennessee in front, as it never really trailed, because Texas tied the game in the second half, but Jemai Meshack had a putback with 16 minutes and 34 seconds to go and broke the tie, where Tennessee never trailed again. Trey Johnson only had 11 points for the Longhorns on 3 of 8 shooting. Caden Shedrick and Jordan Pope led the way with 14 points each. As far as the NCAA tournament goes for the Longhorns, they look like they are in right now as an 11 seed, according to BracketMatrix.com, in 67 out of 104 brackets. We'll see how all that shakes out tomorrow in the selection Sunday at about 5 o'clock tomorrow. Tennessee's in the semifinals of the SEC tournament for the first time in 3 years. And then after that, it was number 4 Florida taking down number 21 Missouri 95-81. Walter Clayton Jr. had 18 points and 6 assists for the Gators. Tamar Bates led the way for the Tigers with 16 points. And the Tigers were without Mark Mitchell, who sat out due to a knee injury. Dennis Gates said he should be back for the NCAA tournament, but they wanted to rest him, that knee that he injured on Thursday. And Florida began that game on a 10-0 run and never trailed. Missouri tried to fight back and got within single digits, but never able to tie or take the lead. And in the nightcap, Alabama took down Kentucky 99-70 behind LeBaron Philon's 21 point, 4 assists, and 3 steal performance. The Wildcats only made 5 3-pointers, one of the more prolific three-point shooting teams in the country. Could not get anything to fall here in Nashville. The Wildcats, like the Tigers, were without one of its best players. Lamont Butler was out with the shoulder injury. Mark Pope said that they got the best possible news, though, as it relates to his NCAA tournament status and how his shoulder is doing so. Kentucky expects to have Lamont Butler back in the NCAA tournament. As Andy mentioned, there is a ton of Auburn athletics action going on with the severe weather going down in the state of Alabama and even here in Nashville. But stay weather aware. But right now, there's 3 Auburn athletic events going on as Auburn baseball leads Vanderbilt 3-0 in the bottom of the second inning. There's 1 out as Auburn has a runner at first base, and Cooper McMurray is up to bat. At James B. Moore Field, number 20 Auburn softball is tied with Texas A&M 2-2 in the top of the second inning as the Aggies just put that second run across and continue to threaten with runners at the corners and 1 out. At the Yarborough Tennis Center, the doubles point is underway between Auburn and Ole Miss as the Tigers have taken 1 of the doubles matches and is looking to take a second and win that doubles point at the Yarborough Tennis Center. Auburn baseball is on ESPN 106.7 FM in the Auburn area, as well as the Auburn Tigers app. Auburn softball is on Weagle 91.1 FM in the Auburn area, as well as the Auburn Tigers app. And like I mentioned, you can go to the Yarborough Tennis Center and watch the Tigers take on the Rebels. We'll keep you up to date with all of today's action, including other conference tournaments throughout the country, because plenty of champions will be crowned in the America East, the MEAC, the Big 12, the Mountain West, the Big East, the MAAC, the MAC, the ACC, the Conference USA, the SWAC, Big West, and Western Athletic Conference will all have tournament champions by day's end here on this Saturday in March. What's on the menu is presented by Whataburger. Give your taste buds that winning feeling with boneless Whata wings from Whataburger. Crispy, tender bites of chicken, tossed in your choice of buffalo, sweet and spicy sauce, honey butter, honey barbecue, or just plain. Or better yet, you could try them all only at Whataburger. What's on the menu today? A 60-second scout of Tennessee with Stephen Pearl. Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with the SEC Coach of the Year, Bruce Pearl. Coach Randall Dickey's keys to the game, your starting lineups, and eventually tip-off as Auburn continues its pursuit for the SEC double and back-to-back SEC tournament championships. All coming up when the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Jacob Hillman here with you courtside at Bridgestone Arena as we get set for a semifinal meeting between Auburn and Tennessee. And the Tigers have taken the court for the layup lines and final warm-ups before the Tigers and Volunteers do battle. The Volunteers are coached by Rick Barnes, who is in his 10th year in Knoxville and led Tennessee to its 4th consecutive 25-win season. Auburn won the only meeting between the two teams on January 25th, 53-51, thanks to a Miles Kelly three-pointer with 30 seconds to play and a couple of big defensive stands. Fifth-year Chaz Lanier leads the Vols in scoring with 17.9 points per game, and he scored 17 to Tennessee's first 21 points in yesterday's victory over Texas. Lanier became the third player in program history to hit 100 threes in a season, joining Santiago Vescovi and Chris Lofton, who accomplished that feat 3 times during his career. Defensive Player of the Year, SEC Defensive Player of the Year, Zakai Ziegler, doesn't just get it done on the defensive end as he set Tennessee's single-season assist record with his 4th assist against Texas yesterday. Senior Jemai Meshack joined Ziegler on the Naismith National Defensive Player of the Year semifinalist list as they are the only 2 teammates on that list. The Volunteers lead the conference in points allowed per game with 62.3. The gap between them and number 2 Texas A&M is as large as the gap between the Aggies and LSU, which finished 11th in the SEC in points allowed per game. Stephen Pearl gives us his 60-second scout of Tennessee.
I mean, I think it's going to look eerily similar to what yesterday looked like. Just, a really good defensive battle. It was the best defensive team in college basketball. They make everything you do really hard. So, offensively, it's about us doing a good job of handling their ball pressure, handling their physicality, and really just playing physically offensively. We talk about that in games like this. You have to play physically offensively because if you don't, they're going to run you out of all of your stuff. So we can't allow their ball pressure to bother us. We can't let it speed us up. So we have to do a good job executing on that end of the floor. And then defensively, I thought in the first game, that was about as hard as we've played defensively all year, and it obviously showed with them only scoring in the 50s. So we have to do a great job of limiting Lanier. We got to top block all of his pin downs, and we got to stay sticky on him at all times because he can get going really quickly. And then, Ziegler obviously is such a big and important piece of their team. He's averaging close to 8 assists per game, and he's scoring the ball a little bit better too. So we have to make him beat us with tough contested twos, and we can't give unnecessary help on his penetration because he does such a great job of getting all those guys involved.
The 60-second scout is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News and World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. The matchup between these two teams back in January was the definition of a defensive slugfest, with both teams shooting just 31% from the field in the Tigers' 53-51 win. It was the lowest scoring game for Auburn by far this season, the next lowest being the game at South Carolina when it scored 66. Also notably, that was Janai Broom's return from injury after he hurt his ankle in that South Carolina game. Janai came off the bench against the Volunteers, scored 16 points, and grabbed 14 rebounds, and was the Tigers' leading scorer. Chaney Johnson had 10 points in that game as well. But obviously, everyone's available for Auburn today, and the pregame medical report is presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena in every Auburn Athletics home event. The only member of either of these teams on the availability report was J.P. Estrella, as he is out for the season with a foot injury for Tennessee. Up next, Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with SEC Coach of the Year Bruce Pearl ahead of the SEC semifinal between Auburn and Tennessee from Nashville. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
For 70 years, Max Credit Union has been more than just a financial institution. We've been a part of your community, your milestones, your dreams. At Max, you're not just a customer. You're a member, a neighbor, a friend. So as we celebrate 70 years of trust, service, and financial growth, we want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing Max, and thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. Max Credit Union, 70 years strong and just getting started. Federally insured by NCUA.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shiggjerd Parkway and Wire Road.
Ford presents our exclusive pre-game visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
All right, give me your thoughts about the win yesterday and a scrappy Ole Miss ball club.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat a good team once, twice, or let alone 3 times. And Ole Miss is a really good team. Our guys are just competing, Andy. You know, that's the biggest thing. They want to win. And you go matched up against these teams. And, you know, we're a little bigger, a little better than Ole Miss. But as Coach Beard talked about, you know, hey, it's just 40 minutes, and we got to see if we could do something in 40 minutes. They tried. And when it got close and got tight at the end, our kids made some just incredible plays to be able to extend the lead and hold on for victory.
Mentioned with Stephen in the postgame yesterday, and it came while it was Janai for a big portion of the game. You can look at other Jaheim in the first half, the 3 by Cheney in the second half, the dunk and the 3-point play by Chad Baker-Mazara, Denver Jones running the point for you to Hod Pettifer. I mean, it came from all angles yesterday.
Yep, and it has to, you know, and that's going to be the way it's going to have to be today against Tennessee. You know, as you look at this semifinal, it's the 4 teams that are here in Nashville are probably going to be better than the 4 teams that are going to be surviving the NCAA tournament and be in San Antonio. That's not a reflection on the NCAA tournament at all. It's just a compliment to these 4 teams, all of whom are capable of getting to the Final Four, winning a national championship. You know, when I look back at our game against Tennessee, you know, I just you know, first to 50. I mean, it was 22-20 at halftime, and both teams played so hard and so great defensively. You cannot rest against Tennessee. If you rest defensively and you're late, they're going to make you pay. Their offenses aren't complicated, but they're very fundamentally sound. And it's going to be a battle of your will to be able to sit down and try to guard that floppy action and keep them off the boards. And, you know, if we can do that, then we can get to the final.
That game was late January. Has this Tennessee team changed, improved, or both since then?
Oh, I think they've gotten better. I mean, you know, I think in some ways we all have. You know, Lanier's shooting it great right now, and we did a good job against him in the first game. His offense has really come on. The thing about Tennessee is they've got 3 great defensive guards, and Ziegler and Meshack are the two of the best defensive guards in the league, and then Gainey is really good also. So it's hard to get open. It's hard to get clean looks, and we're going to have to do a really good job of setting up our cuts and setting up our screens and setting really good screens and being able to score against the best defense in the SEC and maybe one of the best defenses in the country.
It's an intriguing battle at the point guard because you have two of the very best defensive point guards you're going to find in the country going at it here today.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, one of the things that Tennessee will do is they'll set screens for Ziegler to, you know, get him on some different matchups. Switching has bothered Tennessee at times, and that means that we've got to be. We could very well have our bigs out on Ziegler out in the perimeter, and they just got to, you know, retreat and guard him at the rim, and you know, so there's going to be obviously going to be some very, very interesting one-on-one matchups.
Where do you see the battle on the inside today?
Well, I think we have the advantage, and you know, they've got some good bigs down there that can block shots and protect the rim, so on and so forth. You know, the Tennessee game was Janai's first game back from his ankle, and he played really, really well. And you know, obviously we'll need him to win his position and be able to, you know, play through him on the inside. And you know, I just but I think just like you started off the interview, it's going to be everybody. I mean, everybody. You got special. I mean, this is like, okay, what are you going to do when you go to the Final Four? I mean, you got to really, really be able to step up your game and you know, not allow fatigue to get to you.
It wouldn't be out of the realm that 3 of these 4 teams that are playing today could be number 1 seeds when we go to the NCAA tournament next week.
No, I would think so. You know, I don't know how it's all going to play out. You know, whether Duke and Houston, you know, hold on to the number 1 seeds, and then, you know, there'll be certainly two SEC teams that'll be in there at the number 1 slot, and there'll be at least 2 that'll be in the number 2 slot. So, you know, it is, every one of these teams is formidable. If you look at the, you know, Florida right now, I think has the best record against the 4. They've beaten us at our place. I think they beat Alabama at Alabama, and they split against Tennessee. So, you know, it is going to be an incredible environment. This SEC tournament has delivered every single game, maybe for the last game where Alabama blew out Kentucky, but every single game has been compelling. And, you know, this matchup, they'll be against 2 very experienced coaches, 2 very experienced teams, 2 teams that know each other very well. I thought the last time we played Tennessee, you know, it was an honorable game. It was a physical game, but there was no BS. And I thought, you know, we were very fortunate to win it. Tennessee was gracious in defeat, and we'll probably have to play our best defensive game of the year because our offense is going to be challenged. Hopefully this time around we'll make a few more shots and get a chance to play on Sunday for the championship.
All the best today. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Thinking of advancing your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer full-time and online programs in finance, supply chain management, information systems, accounting, and business administration. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. You know, they picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. well. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. 783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Jacob Hillman here with you at Bridgestone Arena as we bring in Coach Randall Dickey for his keys to the game. Coach, we know what strong defense that Tennessee brings to the table, so what are the keys to an Auburn victory today?
Well, I think the Auburn Tigers are going to play sensational defense today. I think they're going to really be tough on the ball. They're going to have great help side. They're going to defend inside. One of the big keys, my number one, is defensive rebounding. The Auburn Tigers must go retrieve the first shot from the Tennessee Volunteers because the Volunteers retrieve a little over 45 to 47% of their first shots missed. They go retrieve it off the glass, gives them second opportunities. The Tigers can't afford to allow them to do that. Secondly, defensive containment on the drive. Today, you're going to face one of the prolific point guards in the nation. Sakai Ziegler is always on the attack and always driving. The Tigers must keep him in front, contain him, and keep him out of the paint. But also Chaz Lanier, Jemai Meshack, and Jordan Gainey also attack off the bounce as well. And so the Tigers have got to do that. They believe offensively in the 3 Ds. They drive it, they dish it, and they draw it together. That is big for defense for the Tigers. Must eliminate the 3 Ds from the Tennessee Volunteers. The last thing, Jacob, I think the Tigers got to shoot it in. Shooting percentage, when you make shot, it hides a multitude of errors. And so it's really important for the Tigers to get off to a good start, make shots. It's going to be an outstanding day.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. We look forward to your call with voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham. Coach Randall Dickey's keys to the game are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Auburn continues its hunt for the SEC championship double and back-to-back SEC tournament championships today. A win today would also give the Tigers their longest SEC tournament win streak in program history. Lineups and tip-off for Auburn and Tennessee from the Music City are next after these words from your local station. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges and create access to opportunities that benefit all. To learn how Auburn's at work in your community, visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama. This message is sponsored by Auburn University, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
It's 3 a.m. You could be ordering Whataburger, but you're not. You're staring at the ceiling thinking about that one time in 2003 when you told the whole class that your dad was personal friends with George Washington and that he sends you Christmas presents. Wouldn't you rather be eating a honey butter chicken biscuit, crispy chicken drizzled with sweet honey butter sauce, all wrapped up with a fresh biscuit? And it's available at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Think about breakfast, not George Washington. What a burger.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is the SEC Tournament, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for your SEC champion Auburn Tigers.
To Denver Jones, down the lane, 18-footer up, yes, and One. Left wing Denver Jones, 3 ball, that's good. At the top, Denver, a 3 to tie it. Yes! Bounce pass, Denver Jones between the circles. A screen from Broom. Down the right side, lobs it up there and scores.
Denver Jones again, making a difference in the game.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Kelly to the lane, to the basket, good. 3 ball, yes, why not? Why not Miles Kelly?
That put the dagger in the heart right there.
Right corner, Miles Kelly for 3. Yep, into the corner, Miles Kelly 3, bang!
Great team basketball. What a shot by Miles Kelly.
Miles Kelly, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Parkview High School, Hargrave Military Academy.
Chad Baker-Mazar picked up by Wagi. Drives past him to the baseline to the basket. Good. Burns the corner with 12 inside the arc. Down the lane. Goes up and in with a foul on the play. Chad Baker-Mazar. Another 3. Chad Baker. Good. He's on fire. To the corner. Chad Baker. Yes! Yes!
Chad Baker-Mazar, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Colonia High School.
Bounce pass, Broom to the hole, jams it! Quickly up the floor for Auburn, Janai at the top. He'll pop a 3. Good! Rebounded Broom, goes up and scores! With a foul in the play!
Oh, yeah.
Low post, Broom outside the lane. Spins to the baseline to the hole, yes! And 1!
All-American move by Janai Broom. What a spin move, laid it in the basket and drew the foul.
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic High School.
Low post, Cardwell against Murphy. Faces the bucket, right-hand shot. It's good. Against Demery. Gets rubbed, goes left wing. Low post, Dillon with a double-hand dunk.
Nothing like Dylan Cardwell and point blank. He certainly knows what to do. He can flush it right through.
Cardwell missed both, got the rebound. Goes back up and dunks. Rebound tapped out, Cardwell. Head fake, jams it! Jams it!
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
Lineups are presented by Green Wood, makers of Yellowwood pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Now, it's almost time for the opening tip. Once again, alongside Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the champions, Andy Burcham.
Auburn is 28-4 this season, finished the SEC at 15-3 and SEC champions. Bruce Pearl in his 11th season, a school record, 228 wins for Auburn, 123 losses. In his 30th season as a head coach, a record of 691 and 268. Before we get to the Tennessee lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Sakai Ziegler runs the point for Tennessee, 5'9" senior from Long Island, New York, 13.3 points, 3 rebounds, 7.4 assists. Chaz Lanier on one wing, 6'5" senior from Nashville, 18.2 points, 3.8 rebounds. Jemai Meshak on the other wing, 6'4" senior from Fontana, California, 6.2 points, 4.3 rebounds. Igor Milicic Jr. on the inside, 6'10" senior from Croatia, 10.3 points, 7.3 rebounds, and Felix Akpara, a 6'11" junior from Lagos, Nigeria, 7.6 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 1.7 blocks. Auburn, the home team, as the higher seeded team. Tigers with the white tops and bottoms with the blue numerals and the orange trim. Tennessee in the Dreamsicle orange uniforms, tops and bottoms with the white numerals and a trim. The officials today, Pat Adams, Don Daly, and KB Burdett Jr. The first of 2 semifinal games today, Auburn and Tennessee. The winner gets either Alabama or Florida in the championship game tomorrow at noon, and we're glad you joined us today on the Auburn Sports Network. Big crowd, lots of Tennessee orange in the stands here today. Pat Adams will step into the center circle. Felix Akpara for Tennessee. Cap Cardwell for the Tigers. The tap is controlled by Tennessee. Auburn will go to the basket to our left. And we're underway in the semifinals of the SEC tournament. Milicic at the top. Dribbles twice off the right side. Maintains the dribble to the wing. Now to Ziegler. Ziegler shy of the lane. Back to Milicic to Ziegler on the wing. Picked up by Denver Jones. Shot clock at 11. Bounce pass into the corner. Pull up 3 ball. Chaz Lanier put it in.
They run that floppy action where they come off that baseline screen off the block. That was a quick release. Heavy pressure by the Tigers did not faze him at all.
3-0 Tennessee on top, Auburn basketball. Denver Jones lobs it left side for Chaz Baker. Underneath it goes Baker Mazzara to Broom. Left side of the lane, 12 to shoot. Janai into the lane, up with the right hand. No, got it back and he was fouled.
Really good sign by the Tigers. They go inside right off the bat on their first initial play, throw the ball to Broom on the block, and he draws a foul.
It was not a shooting foul. It is a shooting foul. Yes, it is. And Broom will go to the line for a couple on the foul from Felix Akpara. Janai coming off 23 points and 15 rebounds yesterday against Ole Miss. 3-0 Tennessee leads it. 19:08 to go in the first half of play. First free throw is missed by Janai.
He'll go back to his routine, try to get some free throws. Free throws could be really big in every basketball game, but in tournament play, they are magnified.
Big breath, couple bounces with the left hand, shoots the left-handed shot, missed them both. And Miles Kelly took the rebound away. He has it in the left corner.
Really crafty, alert defense by Miles Kelly, stealing that ball.
Denver Jones at the top for three, and we are tied.
Oh, I like to see Denver Jones get us started right off the bat, and they turn it over again.
Denver Jones out at the right wing for the Tigers. Top of the circle, Miles Kelly. Dribbles out to the center circle. 3-3 the score. Miles on the right-hand dribble hits Denver against Zakai Ziegler. Pushed off just a bit. Kicks it right wing. Baker Mazzara inside the arc for Broom. Picked up by Akpara. He wants to go one-on-one. Bumps him twice. Into the lane, spins, fade away. Off the glass, it's good.
Beautiful little baseline kiss off the glass by Broom. The Tigers look like they're awake, alert, and really aggressive early in this game.
5-3 Auburn on top. Meshack right side of the circle, outside the arc for Tennessee. Goes left wing for Lanier. Into the corner, Milicic. Picked up by Broom. Back to Lanier on the left wing. Brings it out to the top of the circle. Senior from here in Nashville. Now to Zakai Ziegler. Ziegler out on the wing to the top for Lanier. Penetrates, drives to the hole. Goes up and he scores and we're tied.
That's one thing the Tennessee guards really do a great job. Shot fake on the perimeter, put it on the deck and get to the lane.
Tied at 5. Denver Jones to the left wing, picks it up. Top of the circle for Cardwell. Right back to Denver, 18 to shoot for Auburn. Right wing, Chad Baker penetrates. Fade away from about 12. It's good.
The Tigers are in rhythm. They really look good. They're quick on their feet. They've got to get Lanier under control, though.
7-5, Auburn leads it. Ziegler underneath the basket into the corner to the wing. Milicic for three. It's good.
Anytime that you drive deep like Ziegler did then, he drove all the way to the basket, kicked it out to the perimeter. It sucks the defense back deep, and it opened up the three-point shot.
36-3 of the year for Milicic. Tennessee leads Auburn 8-7. Auburn ball, right wing. Chad Baker, left wing, Miles Kelly. He'll pop a three. Switch!
It's off to the races today. The Tigers really look good offensively.
Both teams are shooting the ball well. Auburn on top by a score of 10-8. Ziegler at the point. Right wing, Lanier. Whips a pass back out to the top for Ziegler. Shot clock at 16 for Tennessee. Auburn leads it by 2. Ziegler. Lanier outside the arc, right wing, Broom and a switch. Long three, Lanier, good.
He is on fire right off the bat. And for the folks listening, it is not a free-flowing game. The defense is tenacious on both ends. There's just some really good guys hitting some tough shots.
11-10, Tennessee on top. Auburn basketball. Jones against Ziegler. Jones is tied up, gets rid of the ball to Chad Baker Mazzara. 10 to shoot to Miles Kelly at the right wing. Head fake, drives, free throw line. 18-footer in the air, he didn't get it. Rebound Tennessee and a foul. And the foul's going to go against Milicic, I believe. Yep.
That's one thing that Tennessee does. When that ball goes on the glass, whether it's defensively or offensively, they really attack on the rebounding. That time they push the Tigers.
Tahad Pettiford and Chaney Johnson in. Denver Jones and Dylan Cardwell take a seat for Auburn. Tigers trail 11-10. Auburn ball out of bounds. Baseline left. Miles Kelly will trigger. 16 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's one of those special team plays. Baseline out of bounds. You get to set your own play right here.
Broom at the top for Pettiford. Miles in the center circle. Shot clock at 10. Auburn trails by a point. Miles, pull-up jumper straight away. It missed it long. Rebound Akpara for Tennessee. Ahead to Ziegler. Drives down the right side of the lane. They give him a three-pointer. He puts it up, and it's an air ball. Saved by Pettiford. Auburn 5-on-4 the other way. Pettiford across midcourt, leaves for Miles. Low go three, didn't get it. Rebound tapped, and it's Tennessee with the rebound.
Well, it's an up and down affair today, Andy, early in this game. It'll settle in. It'll slow down a little bit as the game goes on.
Gainey down the left side of the lane for Tennessee to Ziegler. Right wing Milicic to the top for Ziegler. 11-10, Tennessee leads it. Ilicic to the hole, he put it in down the right side.
That's one of the 3Ds I spoke about in pregame. They drive it, they draw the defense over, and then they dish it off to the open guy.
Auburn made his first 4 shots, had missed their last 3. Tennessee leads 13-10. Bounce pass, Chad Baker-Mazara at the top. In the key. Low post pass for Broom. Janai spins, goes up, and he scores.
Beautiful, another kiss. He went to the other side of the block, used his jump hook with his left hand.
Ziegler winds his way through traffic. Auburn trails by 1, 13-12. Tennessee ball with 14:35 in the first half. Ziegler picks up the dribble, being hawked by Pettiford. Right side now for Gainey. Gainey on the wing against Broom. Gainey into the key, left side for Ziegler. Shot clock at 7 to Gainey. Head fake at 3, penetrates to the basket, reverse layup, it's good.
That's their game. They want to lure you in to really pressure the ball, and then they drive it hard, try to get to the rack. That time he ended up making a layup.
Tennessee is 6 of 7 from the field, leads Auburn by 3. Broom, low post, Chaney Johnson against Milicic. In the lane, up with the right hand, he didn't get it. Rebound Akpara for Tennessee. The outlet to Ziegler up the right sideline. Ziegler a crossover, picks it up to Milicic at the top. He'll pop a 3. It's in and out. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Miles Kelly for Auburn. Tigers trail by 3 against the Vols.
This is a good defensive board by the Tigers.
Across midcourt, Chad Baker-Mazara to Pettiford with 17 to shoot. He's guarded closely by Ziegler. Boy, take care of the basketball. Right sideline, Chad Baker spins down the right side of the lane to the hole. Reverse layup, good!
Beautiful using that Euro step, hard drive. He spun baseline and then just went all the way to the other side of the basket to lay it in.
15-14, Tennessee leads it. Ball basketball, Milicic on the wing. Picks up the dribble. Picked up by Chaney Johnson, top of the circle for Jordan Gainey. Gainey backs up near the center circle. 13 to shoot for the Vols. Gainey loses it, gets the ball back, gets it right side for Milicic. Wants to go underneath for Akpara. Instead, top of the circle for Ziegler. Long 3, Zakai. No, but he was fouled by Tahad Pettiford.
Just a little bit overzealous. He had to challenge the shot, and it's just his momentum carried into Ziegler.
First half today presented by Southern Union, conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn. Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Tennessee 15, Auburn 14. Stay tuned. From the SEC tournament, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
12 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the first half. Tennessee leads Auburn 15-14. Semifinal action at the SEC tournament from Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Boy, there's not a lot of empty seats in this building right now as Auburn gets set coming out of the timeout break. Yeah, big crowd on hand. Zakai Ziegler will go to the line to shoot 3 after the foul, leading the timeout by Tahad Pettiford. Tennessee, both teams are off to a great start shooting. Tennessee is 6 of 8 from the field. Auburn is 6 of 10. The Vols 3 of 5 from 3. Auburn 2 of 4 from 3. And Tennessee's out-rebounded Auburn 4-2 in the early going.
Well, that's going to be a big factor going through the game, but I'm so impressed with how well and how clean this game is and how physical it is on both ends. Playing almost, at 7 minutes, only 3 fouls, 2 for Tennessee and 1 for Auburn. But the physicalness is amazing around that basket. There's bodies on bodies, but it's been very clean. It's an outstanding game up to this point. It's good to see a little bit more of an up-tempo style, and I think both teams like that as well.
Ziegler out of Long Island, New York, played at Our Savior Lutheran. 3-time All-SEC selection. The SEC Defensive Player of the Year last year and this year. Well, his school record 293 assists this season coming in.
Yeah, he's getting almost 8 assists a game this year. He is just a big-time winner. He is a big-time volunteer player, will always be beloved in the Volunteer Nation, that's for sure. He's a guy that the Tigers are going to have to defend, keep him off the free throw line, especially late in the game.
He'll get 3, good free throw shooter at 78%. Tennessee 73.4% this season. And Ziegler, the 5'9" senior, knocks home the first of 3. And he gets the second to fall as well. An opportunity to give Tennessee a 4-point lead here. And he does.
Volunteer's going to pick up a little bit of a zone press, kind of a 1-2-2. 3-quarter court just to slow the Tigers down just a little bit.
Trying to stay out of a double team. A bounce pass to Cheney Johnson. Lips a pass to the left side for Miles Kelly. Penetrates to the lane. Out to the top. Cheney. Open 3 ball. Good!
That's the way to break the press. One thing they didn't do, Tennessee did not fall back into a man. They stayed in the press, forced Auburn to take a quick 3. Cheney Johnson buried it.
18-17. Tennessee on top with the ball. Gainey on the low post. Now backs it out to the wing on the left side. Jordan Gainey looks for a screen, gets a screen from Phillips. Left wing for Ziegler. Left wing, it goes over there for Dubar. Back to Ziegler, right wing Gainey. Puts up a 3 ball. It's in and out. Rebound pulled in by Chris Moore for Auburn. Down 1 Auburn basketball. Kelly at the left wing, between the legs dribble, behind the back dribble. Drives, ball loose. It comes to Pettiford, straightaway 3. Did get that one. Rebound tapped out, and Kelly runs it down near midcourt for Auburn.
It's a good sign. The Tigers get a second opportunity here.
Tahad works on to Ziegler. Right wing pass. Wide open 3. Miles didn't get it. There was contact as he went down. No foul is called. And here's Tennessee the other way.
Lots of contact around that basket and going through screens.
18-17. Vols lead it. Ziegler on the wing. Out to the top for Gainey. Left wing for Dubar. Works there against Cheney Johnson. Hands the ball to Ziegler. Weaves his way into traffic, down to the basket. He scores.
He is so crafty. He can shoot the 3. When you get up on him and play him tight on the perimeter, he ducks his head, puts it on the deck, drove to the basket and laid it in.
5 points for Ziegler early on. Vols lead the Tigers 20-17. Pettiford at the top. Cheney drives on Dubar, spins in the lane. Goes up with a fadeaway, barely drew iron, not sure he did. Rebound goes to Tennessee. And a timeout on the floor. 10:53 to go in the first half. Tennessee leads Auburn 20-17. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? You try to decide. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Get comprehensive coverage of every Auburn basketball game right here on the Auburn Sports Network on the Regions Bank postgame show. Analysis, scores, stats, plus an exclusive interview with head coach Bruce Pearl. Regions Bank is proud to be the official bank of the SEC. Don't go anywhere after the final buzzer. Stay tuned for the Regions Bank postgame show, only on the Auburn Sports Network.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Auburn trails Tennessee 20-17 with 10:53 to go in the first half in this SEC tournament semifinal game at Bridgestone Arena. Jacob Hillman here checking the Yellowwood scoreboard as Bryant clinched its berth in the NCAA tournament, taking down Maine 77-59 in the America East playoffs tournament championship, as there will be plenty of bids clinched today in college basketball. Number 7 Michigan State leads number 18 Wisconsin 20-12 with 11:57 to go in the first half in Indianapolis. Jace Richardson has 8 points for the Spartans to lead the way. Also in Auburn athletics action, Auburn baseball leads Vanderbilt 4-3 at the top of the 4th inning with the Commodores up to bat. Texas A&M has taken a 7-2 lead over Auburn softball, and Ole Miss took the doubles point from Auburn Miss. And obviously all those games moved up due to the severe weather forecasted in the state of Alabama. For those of you listening in the state of Alabama and even here, maybe in Nashville, stay weather aware and follow all of your safety procedures. But we've got a great ball game here in Nashville in this SEC tournament semifinal. And for the story, here's voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
All right, Jacob, thank you very much. Tigers trail by 3, 20-17. Hot shooting for the ball, 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Auburn shooting 50% from the field at 7 of 14, 3 of 7 from the three-point strike for Auburn.
They're pretty balanced right now. The Tigers are playing really, really well. They've got 4 assists on 7 baskets. They forced 2 turnovers, which turned into 5 points. But one thing that we got to do is kind of slow Tennessee. This is kind of getting deep in the first half, and they're still shooting 70% from the field. So we got to get that under control, defend a little bit, and here we go with a full court press, and maybe that'll help.
Tennessee ball, Gainey will trigger. Lanier, Meshack, Phillips, and Dubar for the balls. Inbound in the backcourt for Meshack. And now to Gainey to bring the ball up the floor. Ziegler on the bench for the first time today.
Yeah, they got Ziegler out of the game. This might give Auburn a chance to go on a little bit of run while he's on the bench.
At the top, Gainey looks right to Lanier. Goes to the left wing, Phillips. Now to Gainey on the left wing in front of the Auburn bench. Feeds underneath for Phillips. Ball deflected out of bounds by Pettiford as he got in the way of that pass and deflected it out of bounds.
You can see it right there. They run their 2-man play, which is a pick and roll on the wing side. Tennessee is not as effective with Gainey running it as they are with Ziegler.
Out of bounds, baseline left. Gainey will trigger. 8 to shoot for Tennessee. Leading Auburn by 3, 20-17. Gainey, the inbound Phillips, and a foul is called against Janie Johnson, and Auburn bails out the balls.
Did a really good job on the pick and roll to force to knock the ball, deflect the ball out of bounds, but then end up fouling on the ensuing out of bounds play that Tennessee's running.
Pettiford, Denver, Chris Moore for Auburn, Cheney Johnson and Dylan Cardwell, the Auburn 5. Gainey at the right wing, top of the circle for Phillips. Left wing, Lanier. Working there against Denver Jones, now double team. To Phillips, right back to Lanier. Tries to turn the corner. Meshack into the corner, 3-ball by Gaines, missed. Rebound weak side Phillips, and a foul is called against Chaney Johnson.
That's one thing that Tennessee does. They retrieve a lot of their missed first shots. That time, Chaney ended up fouling again on the box out.
Cade Phillips, a 6'9 sophomore from Jacksonville, Alabama. Played at Link Academy in Missouri. 2 quick fouls on Chaney, and he'll come out of the ball game. And Janai Broom is back in for the Tigers. Phillips comes out, so does Dubar, as Milicic returns to the lineup, and Akpara for Tennessee. Auburn goes big, so does Tennessee.
Yeah, as soon as they saw Broom come back in the game, those other 2 bigs came right back in for Tennessee.
Gainey in the corner, Milicic. Down the left side, Lanier, pull-up jumper off the glass. That's good. Auburn gave him too many chances.
Well, he is so effective. He is off to an unbelievable start. We've got to get him under control some way.
He has 8. Pardon me, he has 10. Tennessee leads Auburn by 5. Pettiford at the top, left wing, Denver Jones. 3-ball in the air by Denver, didn't get it. Tennessee with the ball. Akpara gets the rebound. Tennessee by 5 and the basketball right now. Lanier on the right wing, picks up the dribble to Akpara at the point, working on Cardwell, who goes down to Milicic at the top of the circle. Meshack penetrates baseline right into the lane against Cardwell. To the wing, left side for Gaines. Shot clock at 7. Gaines drives on Moore to the basket, high off the glass. He didn't get it. Rebound out of bounds off Milicic, and Auburn will get it.
Really good defense by Chris Moore that time against Gainey. Moved his feet, stayed in front, made him take a really contested layup, and he missed. Fortunately, Tennessee knocked it out of bounds.
Ziegler in replacing Gainey. And Auburn brings both Jaheim Hudson and Chad Baker-Mazara in as Chris Moore and Dylan Cardwell sit down. Tigers trail by 5 with 9:18 to go in the first half of play. Auburn has missed his last 4 shots, gone 3 minutes without scoring. Right sideline, Chad Baker. At the top for Hudson. Back to the wing, right side. Chad Baker, ball underneath, intended for Broom, is deflected out of bounds into the Tennessee bench. 16 to shoot for Auburn.
Another special play right here, special situation on a sideline out of bounds. The Tigers have been good all season long, executing these special plays right here off of a set throw-ins.
Broom will trigger, throws it out almost to midcourt. Hudson, Jones, low post for Janai. Ball knocked out of his hand, he got it back, and he goes up with the left hand and scores.
Work didn't look very smooth, but it really got the job done by getting Broom the ball low on that angle.
Ziegler quickly up the floor. Auburn trails by 3. 8:48 first half. Ziegler down the lane to the basket, whistle and a foul against Auburn. Auburn can't continue to allow him to get that entry at the top of the circle, Randall.
They run so many screens away from the ball, and when they make the pass, the defense is a little bit late. And as soon as they do, when they catch the ball, they turn the corner and attack down that lane line, and it really makes it tough. So we've got to get toward the basketball instead of hugging up on the weak side and try to get toward the basketball to cut them off at the pass, so to speak.
Ziegler, a shooting foul, makes the first. Sakai with 6 points, 4 coming from the free throw line. He can take the lead back to 5 with 8:46 to go in the first half of play. And he does.
Going to put Tennessee, after those free throws, are going to go back to their 1-2-2, 3-quarter court press. We've got Meshack up on the point, really aggressive.
Pettiford across midcourt for Auburn, weaves his way down the lane, running one-hander by Tahad, missed it, rebound to foul, and it's going to go against Akpara for Tennessee. I believe it's Akpara called for the foul.
I think that he may have fouled Pettiford on the shot. It was so late I couldn't tell whether it...
I think they called the foul on the rebound.
Oh. Kind of a delayed whistle.
Sure was. Auburn ball out of bounds, baseline right. Chad Baker looking for an inbound, throws it out to the top for Janai. The foul was called against Meshack. Auburn trails by 5, Auburn ball. Janai Broom, right wing. Clears out, drives, free throw line, down the lane, ball stripped away. And Janai got it to the wing, into the corner. Pettiford, 3-ball for Auburn, missed it. Rebound to Tennessee. Here is Lanier, waiting for numbers for the balls. They lead Auburn by 5. About rebounded Auburn, 8-5 in this early going.
We've got to stay close to Lanier. He's got to match up against Broom right here, one-on-one.
Drives on Janai, kicks it to the wing for Ziegler, penetrates to the lane, to the basket, scores.
They just wait, they do that 3D. They drive it hard to the paint. They draw the defense in, and then they dish it out. That time it opened up the lane for Ziegler for a layup.
7-point lead for Tennessee, biggest of the ball game. Chad Bacon-Mazara, right wing. 14 to shoot for Auburn. Drives free throw line, down the lane. Wild shot, missed it, but Broom is there for the putback.
Broom was right there, retrieved the offensive rebound and stuck it right back in. Big basket for the Tigers.
Cuts the lead to 5. Did Auburn call a timeout? Looks like it did. So Auburn calls a timeout with 7:22 to go in the first half. Tigers trail 26-21. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
When Auburn played Tennessee at Neville Arena in late January, the score at halftime was in the 20s. 7:22 to go in the first half today, and Auburn trails Tennessee 26-21. Zakai Ziegler has been a thorn in Auburn's side today. 2 of 3 from the field, 5 of 5 from the line. And Randall, his 2 shots for a point guard that's 5'9", his 2 baskets have come in the paint.
Well, that's what he really does. He really drives it hard. That's one of the reasons he stays at the free throw line is he sucks the defense in on the drive. He's always shot faking, but he has lured Auburn to be too aggressive on the perimeter and allowed him an angle to the basket. And he is amazing. At his size, he's even hard to see from our advantage point, but he is making big baskets, and he is a catalyst for the Tennessee Volunteers. It's a must we get him under control.
Tennessee has outscored Auburn in the paint today, 12-8, and about rebounded the Tigers 9-6.
And it's not that the Tigers are playing poorly. Tigers are playing really well. We've got five assists on 9 made baskets. We've hit 3 threes. Tennessee's just played a little bit better, a little bit more aggressive offensively.
Auburn 9 of 20 from the field. Tennessee is 9 of 14. Auburn has 6 more shots.
And they're inching away a little bit on the rebounds. It's pretty close. Total rebounds, you know, it's 9-6 right now. It's imperative that Auburn kind of, one really helped on that. The offensive rebound that Broom got, and he stuck it back in. That was big.
Denver Jones, Miles Kelly, Chad Bacon-Mazara, Jaheim Hudson, and Janai Broom for Auburn. Milicic, Lanier, Ziegler, Meshack, and Akpar, the starting 5 for the Vols. Auburn will press, full length of the floor to go for Tennessee. 7:22 in the first half. Tennessee leads Auburn 26-21. Vols have led by as many as 7. And Ziegler will bring the ball up the floor. across midcourt. Auburn backed off the press after the inbound. Milicic, left wing to Lanier at the top, picks up the dribble. Milicic on the left wing. Off the right wing now for Zakai Ziegler. Ziegler against Chad Baker. Bounce pass. Meshack left wing. Shot clock at 9. Meshack backs up. Lobs it low post. Ball deflected by Broom, and it comes to Chad Baker-Mazara.
Good defensive possession by the Tigers.
CBM up with the shot. It didn't go. Broom with the rebound. Didn't get it. Rebound still alive. Still on the floor. And it comes out. Turtle got the ball to Miles Kelly. Down the lane. Running one-hander. Good!
Big hustle play by Hudson. He dove on the floor, sacrificed his body, came up and kicked it out to Miles Kelly, and he went and scored right in amongst the trees.
Chad Baker-Mazara holding his lower left leg. Auburn cuts the lead to 3, 26-23, and a foul away from the ball goes against Auburn. Miles Kelly, I guess. First foul against Miles. Auburn has been called for 5 fouls in the first half, Tennessee with 3. Chris Moore comes in. Chad Baker will sit down.
Yeah, the officials they're kind of stepped back. They're staying way on the baseline and on the sidelines. They're letting these two teams really fight it out, and it's a physical game.
Gainey in for Meshack for Tennessee. Bounce pass in the corner, left side. Milicic hands to Ziegler. 17 to shoot. Ziegler at the top against Miles Kelly. Now Lanier in the center circle for the Vols. Works on Broom there. 7 on the shot clock. Drives to the lane. Pull-up jumper by Lanier. Air ball. That goes out of bounds. Auburn ball. He was trying to shoot that one over Broom.
I was going to say that you're seeing the long arm of the law right there when Broom challenged that shot. That 2 positives right there. Back-to-back shutouts by the Tigers defense gives us a chance to set up our play and run a good offensive set right here.
Ember Jones back at the point. High post pass for Janai Broom. Bounce pass to Hudson. Shaheen puts it on the floor with the left hand, leaves for Denver. Head fake at 3, down the lane. Goes up for a shot, whistle, and a jump ball. The arrow goes to Auburn. Denver said they held my arm.
Well, they didn't just have one arm, they had both of them.
Goodness gracious, they sure did. Yeah, that's a bad call, or a non-call there.
At least we get the possession, and we've got a baseline out of bounds here.
Broom, low post for Janai. Works on Akpara, double team now. Out to the top, Denver a 3 that would tie it. He missed it long. Rebound tapped, and Ziegler runs it down for Tennessee. Auburn right now is 3 of 10 from 3. Ziegler, Lanier, back to Ziegler at the top. Gets a screen from Akpara. Spins on the wing, left wing pass for Gainey. Drives to the top, Ziegler, head fake. Inside the arc, out to the back, or out to the top for Gainey. 10 to shoot. Ziegler and a long 3. It's short. Rebound comes to Miles Kelly for Auburn. Down 3, Auburn ball. 5:12 in the first half of play. Denver at the top. Works on Ziegler there. Ziegler putting his hand all over him. No foul called. Hudson, Broom inside the arc. 15-foot by Janai. Good.
Run a little set play where they go cross screen. Instead of Broom going baseline, he's fake baseline, flashed right to the middle of the paint and was wide open.
Cuts the lead to 1. Auburn fans respond. 26-25 Tennessee. Ziegler working at the top. Whips a pass right side for Dubar. Back to Ziegler at the left wing. Ziegler, lane, loses it. Kicked it out of bounds, Auburn ball.
Really good defense. I think it's really a big positive. The last timeout.
And Ziegler and somebody got tied up on after Ziegler turned the ball over.
I think
they're going to review that.
They sure are. I think that he and Miles Kelly were having words with each other, but I think Ziegler put his hands on Miles.
Not exactly sure what happened there, but they're going to review it. There was a push, I think, after Ziegler drove down the lane and kicked the ball out of bounds. That's the 4th turnover for Tennessee in this first half. Auburn down by 1. Tennessee's gone 3 minutes and 23 seconds without scoring. All right, we'll give you the review when we come back. Tennessee 26, Auburn 25. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the new look at auburntigers.com. Read the latest feature stories. Get critical game day information and graphics, search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected by digital and social media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or buy your tickets to the next event on the athletics calendar. AuburnTigers.com, the official website of Auburn Athletics.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn trails Tennessee 26-25 with 4:29 to go in the first half here at Bridgestone Arena in this SEC.
Be a double technical foul, white number 13, red number 5. The fouls are offsetting. It's White's basketball out of bounds.
As you heard Pat Adams explain, it's a double technical on Zakai Ziegler and Miles Kelly on that previous play. Jacob Hillman here at Courtside in Bridgestone Arena, checking the Yellowwood scoreboard as number 7 Michigan State leads number 18 Wisconsin 30-26 with 4:21 to go in the first half. Chase Richardson has 10 points for the Spartans, and it's John Tonji with 9 for the Badgers. In the MEAC tournament final, South Carolina State leads Norfolk State 22-21 with 5:09 to go in the first half there, as one of those teams will punch its ticket into the NCAA tournament later on today. Also, there's a lot of top 25 action going on later on. Number 16 Memphis takes on Tulane in the American Athletics semifinal. Number 11 Maryland against number 22 Michigan in the Big Ten semifinal. Those are at 2 and 2:30 Central. In 4 minutes and 29 seconds of game action, we will have Connecticut halftime, where we will fully check the Yellowwood scoreboard, look around Auburn Athletics, and check the first half stats. Until then, here's Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
Tennessee has 5 turnovers. Auburn has 1. Tigers have turned that into 7 first half points. The Vols have not taken advantage of an Auburn turnover. A double technical on Zakai Ziegler and Miles Kelly. And Auburn gets the ball on the turnover.
Auburn's got 4 second chance points. They're going to the offensive glass, which is a positive. The points in the paint's getting closer. 12 for Tennessee, 10 for the Tigers.
Pulling through the floor to go for Auburn, and an opportunity for Auburn to get a lead that it last led by 2 at the 17:02 mark. Auburn basketball down by 1. Denver Jones, top of the circle, right sideline, Chad Baker-Mazzara. He lobs it underneath for Broom. Janai goes up, he missed it. He was knocked down, there was no call. And here's Tennessee the other way. Right wing, Dubar, wide open 3 ball. He missed it. Weak side rebound, tap up, missed. Rebound out of bounds to Auburn.
That was good. They were in there battling. At least we get the ball was knocked out of bounds by Tennessee. It gives Auburn the possession.
Down 1 Auburn basketball, 4:02 to go in the first half of play. The inbound to Denver Jones, who will work against Zakai Ziegler, 2-time SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Denver, right side of the lane for Broom, to Cardwell, left wing for Jones, low post Denver, or rather Janai up with a right hand. He put it in and Auburn leads it.
Really a nice move, kind of just, they set a little diagonal slice screen for Broom, brought him to the basket, and he just rolled with it with his offhand.
Auburn on top, 27-26, Tennessee ball steal. Cardwell on a drive to the basket, and he goes up and dunks it.
Absolutely, what a defensive play by Dylan Cardwell. Led the break, all 6'11", 260 pounds.
That's our Sun-South drive of the game. Sun-South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Auburn by 3, Tennessee ball gaining free throw line, picks up the dribble. Now to Lanier, top of the circle. Right wing for Gainey, picked up by Cardwell. Free throw line, left hand, or left side. Ziegler, Gainey, a three to tie it. No! Weak side rebound to Tennessee ball. Dubar runs it down on the wing for Lanier. Auburn on a 10-0 run to take a three-point lead. Lanier against Cardwell. Down the right side of the lane. Throws it to the wing for Dubar. Goes baseline into the lane. Head fake up, and he scores.
Just used his muscle against Mazzara that time.
That was a 5-minute scoring drought for Tennessee that he broke. Auburn by 1. 29-28 Tigers. Broom, center circle. Goes to the left wing. Pivots, gets the ball to the top. Cardwell. Denver, low post for Janai. Runs it down. Gets pulled down by Tennessee. Oh, and they called the foul in Auburn.
I think from just kind of scotching himself as the ball was going out of bounds, Broom went to retrieve it and kind of leaned on Ziegler to
and
kind of
Ziegler
keep his
pulled him
balance.
down.
Oh my
goodness gracious, they called that on Janai. Holy cow. And let me ask you this, how was there not a foul on the dunk by Cardwell?
Well, I know this, if they were anyone asleep in this building at that time, Dylan Cardwell woke them up with that slam dunk.
Auburn by 1, 29-28. The three officials now get together. And we're going to get some kind of review.
It's a common foul. The play is under further review.
Goodness gracious. Are they going to look and see if it was a flagrant?
I don't know how that would be.
Janai went for the ball. He collided with Ziegler. And now they're going to look and review to see if Janai put a hand to the face of Ziegler.
I think it was actually Gainey, Andy, on the play.
All right.
But I think that Janai just kind of shielded him away as he was retrieving the ball, holding him off with one hand, retrieving the ball with the other.
And we may get a flagrant on Janai with this one.
That could really happen.
Well, and here's the thing, it happened right in front of the Tennessee bench. It is a foul on Janai. It is his first foul of the game. We await the call as the play is being reviewed at this moment. And here is Ken Adams to explain it. I think it's
the
just
call
going
on
to
the
be.
floor stands. It would be a common foul on white number 4.
I think the
However, that is the 7th foul against Auburn, so they're going to the free throw line.
Yeah,
Tennessee has only been called for 4 fouls in this first half.
That's one thing that I mentioned to say earlier after that 4-minute media. I would like to see Auburn get to the free throw line a little bit more.
Auburn is 0 of 2 from the line. Tennessee is 5 of 5. Tennessee goes back to the line for a 1 and bonus with Gainey at 79% going to the stripe.
So it worked so hard to gain the lead and finally got it. Now we're going to give them a free 2, a 1 and 1 at the free throw line.
6 turnovers for Tennessee, 2 for Auburn. Ken Adams explains his call to Janai Broom, who pleads his case. And now Gainey will go to the line for a 1 and bonus. A senior from Tucson, Arizona, transferred from USC Upstate, where he was a first-team All-Big South selection. I guess that wasn't, it was not a 1 and bonus. Tennessee has it. Ziegler, left wing for Dubar. Ball knocked out of his hand, out of bounds near the Auburn bench.
Well, on the screen, they've got Auburn for 7 fouls.
They sure do. That's what.
Kind of strange.
But it was an offensive foul. That's why they didn't go to the free throw line. Yeah. Tennessee trails by 1. Tennessee ball, 2:05 in the first. Ziegler at the left wing. To Lanier, top of the circle. Lanier against Cardwell. Puts it on the floor and drives. 15-foot fadeaway. He didn't get it. Rebound Janai. Outlet. For Chad Baker-Mazar across midcourt on the left-hand dribble. Auburn leads by 1. 1:47 in the first half. Denver Jones near the right hash for the Tigers. Further down the lane for Broom. Inside now Cardwell. Janai to the hole. He's fouled on the play. And Janai will go to the line, I think, to shoot 2.
That's a really new play the Tigers have put in, where they put Broom in the corner and a guard up on the wing, and they throw the ball to the block for Cardwell, and they run a scissor play, which they interchange, and they got Broom on the slice right to the basket, and he got fouled. Really nice play.
Akparo whistled for the foul. Janai at the line where he's 0 of 2 today. He has 12 points in the first half. A couple rebounds for Janai. First free throw, missed it. Janai is 0 of 3 from the line today. Phillips in replacing Akparo, who has 2 fouls now. Janai can give Auburn a 2-point lead right here.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's got 12 points right now. He can really help himself to make a few free throws.
Missed it. He is 0 of 4 from the line today. Auburn's lead is 1. 1:30 to go in the first half. Ziegler across midcourt for the Vols. Right wing for Gainey. At the top, Phillips to Milicic. Low post for Lanier. Reverses out of there, gets the ball to Milicic. Goes baseline through the lane. Goes up, ball blocked out of there. Run down by Lanier with 7 to shoot.
Good defensive block by Cardwell.
Lanier right down the lane to the hole. He banked it up, he missed it. Tap up and in by Milicic.
Well, Dylan's guarding everybody, but we can't have anybody else helping him clean up the play when he takes himself out.
Tennessee by 1. 53 seconds to go in the first half. Tennessee 30, Auburn 29. Chad Baker-Mazar, bounce pass, Denver Jones. Denver puts it on the floor, drives to the hole, up and missed it, but he was fouled on the play.
Just a simple ball screen at the top opened up a drive for Denver Jones, and with his strength, he went straight to the basket and drew the foul.
It'll be Denver to the line for a couple for Auburn. Milicic whistled for the foul, his second. And now Denver Jones at the free throw line for Auburn. Has a 3 ball in this one. First free throw is good for Denver Jones.
Really good timing for the Tigers right now. They can play a 2-for-1. 2 means make these 2 free throws here, and then they're going to get the ball back. 42 seconds on the game clock, 30 on that. So they're insured for sure, going to get the ball back, maybe for the last shot.
Denver's second free throw gives Auburn a 1-point lead. 42.8 seconds to go, full length of the floor to go. Ziegler in the backcourt, knocked down by Denver Jones. Ziegler stopped, Denver ran over him. 2 fouls on Denver now.
Ziegler's really crafty like that. He kind of dribbled around Denver Jones and then stopped as soon as he got around him and stopped, and the momentum of Denver just kind of fell into him.
And Miles Kelly with 2 fouls will come in for Auburn, replacing Chris Moore for Auburn, and Ziegler's back at the line for 2, where he is 5 of 5 today.
Now the tables have turned a little bit. They're shooting a free throw with 40 seconds. With 30 on the shot clock, the Tigers.
Free throw is good for Ziegler.
Will really need to be efficient on this offensive play.
Ties the game at 31 to Ziegler. The foul will give Tennessee another crack at an offensive possession as well.
Sure will, depending on what takes place on this possession.
Ziegler gives Tennessee a 32-31 lead. Denver Jones across midcourt. Right wing, Chad Baker. At the top, Cardwell. Left wing, Miles in the corner. 3-ball block and out of bounds off of Tennessee. Ziegler got out and blocked Denver with 14 to shoot. 24.4 seconds to go in the first half.
Looks like the Tigers run a set play to drag Denver Jones along the baseline. He thought he was wide open, and Ziegler closed on him and ended up blocking the shot out of bounds.
Broom will trigger. Chad Baker-Mazara. Left corner. Denver penetrates and he's fouled.
Really smart play by Denver Jones. Saw the defensive player out of defensive positioning and then drove right into him to draw the foul.
And that'll put Denver at the line for a 1 and bonus. 20 seconds to go in the first half, and the Tigers are finally in the bonus. Miles Kelly out, Chris Moore in, Ziegler comes out. Ziegler stays in the game. Meshack comes out as Lanier is back in.
They put their 3 offensive guards with Gainey, Lanier, and Ziegler on the perimeter.
Gainey was called for the foul, his first. And Denver Jones back at the line for Auburn. A bonus for the senior from Newmarket, Alabama. First is good.
Always good to see that young man at the free throw line.
Ties the game at 32. 20 seconds in the half. Second free throw. Good.
All right, Tigers, let's get one good defensive stop here at the end of the half.
Auburn by a point, 33-32. Ziegler across midcourt, 15 seconds in the first half. Ziegler in the center circle. 7. Lanier, a 3-ball. He missed it. Air ball. Save. Ziegler, head fake, a 3 at the buzzer. Didn't get it. And Auburn takes a lead into the locker room at the half.
Outstanding defensive possession by the Tigers. What a ball game we've got, and the Tigers nudged them by 33-32 in the first half. What a game.
The first of the 2 semifinals today at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. The winner gets either Florida or Alabama tomorrow at noon. And your Auburn Tigers have the lead at halftime. Auburn 33, Tennessee 32. Time now for Conecuh halftime. And here is Jacob Hillman.
Whoa, what a first half that was between the Tigers and Volunteers here at Bridgestone Arena in the SEC Tournament Semifinal. A little bit of a different story from the regular season meeting back in January at Neville Arena when there were only 42 combined points scored in the first half. Now it's 33-32 as Auburn leads it. And we continue with Conecuh halftime. Conecuh Sausage is the official smoked sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. And as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard in action right now, number 7 Michigan State has lost the lead against number 18 Wisconsin as the Badgers now lead 35-33. 41 seconds to go in that first half. John Tanji has 12 points for the Badgers, and Jace Richardson has 10 for the Spartans. At halftime in the MEAC tournament final, South Carolina State and Norfolk State. It's South Carolina State leading 34-25 as they'll look to punch their ticket into the NCAA tournament. There's plenty of other finals going on today as teams will continue to make their presence known in the NCAA tournament, including the Big 12, the Mountain West, the Big East, the MAAC, the MAC, the ACC, the Conference USA, SWAC, Big West, WAC, and Bryant has already punched its ticket to the big dance with a 77-59 win over Maine. But that's not all that's going on today, as there's plenty of semifinal action with number 16 Memphis facing Tulane. That game will tip off at about 2 Central in the American Athletic semifinal, as the Tigers got a 40-point performance from P.J. Haggerty yesterday in its quarterfinal win. Number 11 Maryland and number 22 Michigan will face off at 2:30 Central, or approximately 2:30 Central, following the Michigan State and Wisconsin game. That game will take place in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And then I mentioned the Big 12 championship. Number 2 Houston will face off with Arizona at 5 Central in Kansas City. It'll be number 6 St. John's against Creighton, who defeated UConn last night at 5:30 in the Big East championship. And then it is the ACC championship between number 1 Duke and number 13 Louisville at 7:30 Central in Charlotte at the Spectrum Center. Later today, after the conclusion of the Auburn and Tennessee game, the other SEC semifinal game will get underway, and that will be number 5 Alabama and number 4 Florida. Florida, the 2 seed in the SEC tournament, and Alabama, the 3 seed. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game between Auburn and Tennessee. Auburn obviously leading it 33-32 at Conecuh halftime. As we continue to check the Yellowwood scoreboard, Loyola Chicago and VCU are doing battle in the Atlantic 10 Championship semifinal, with VCU leading 35-27 with 23 seconds to go in the first half. The other American Athletic Conference semifinal will be between UAB and North Texas. There's already been a handful of the state of Alabama teams that have clinched their spot in the NCAA tournament, including Troy, and UAB is hoping to join the Trojans as well as Auburn in the NCAA tournament this season. That's a full check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, and we will bring you a look around Auburn athletics coming up in just a few minutes. There's plenty of action going on in the Diamond with severe weather in the area. Game times got moved up today, and we will update it all coming up on Conecuh Halftime. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, batter. Spring is in full swing on the Plains for Auburn softball and baseball. Lock in your seats today for J.B. Moore Field and Plainsman Park on aubtix.com. Single game tickets start at only $12 and $15, with other ticket packages available for everyone in the Auburn family. Check out all the fun promotions and giveaways we have planned this season and head to aubtix.com or click tickets in the Auburn Athletics app to get yours today. War Eagle.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
ID.
Welcome back to Conecuh Halftime. Auburn leads Tennessee 33-32 at the break as we will pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Again, Auburn leads Tennessee 33-32 at the break in the semifinal of the SEC tournament. Jacob Hillman here with you inside Bridgestone Arena as we take a look around Auburn athletics. This look around Auburn athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Number 23 baseball is in action this weekend with SEC opening weekend as the Tigers took down the Commodores 6-2 in Game 1 behind stellar outings on the mound from Sam Dutton and Carson Myers last night. In Game 2, it had to be moved up to 11 a.m. Central as the Tigers trail the Commodores 8-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. They'll close out the series tomorrow at Plainsman Park at 2 o'clock Central with Brad Law and Jason Caldwell on the call beginning at 1:45. Tune in on your local affiliate, the Auburn Tigers app. We're in the booth tomorrow on the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel. You can also go to aubtix.com and get your tickets for those matchups. Make your way to Plainsman Park. Number 20 softball fell in extra innings in Game 1 against number 5 Texas A&M and currently trails the Aggies 13-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Those two teams will wrap up action for the weekend tomorrow at 2 Central with Britt Bowen on the call on Weagle 91.1 FM in the Auburn area and the Auburn Tigers app everywhere else. Men's tennis began its weekend 2-0 with thrilling victories over number 18 Oklahoma and Belmont the other day, and now they trail Ole Miss 1-0 after the doubles point at the Yarborough Tennis Center as the Tigers will look to come back in singles and win that matchup. Number 14 Gymnastics scored a 197.55 on senior night to seal its spot in next Saturday's SEC Championship in the afternoon session. The Tigers saw 8 career-high scores from 7 gymnasts, including 6 freshmen and sophomores. The SEC Championship, the Gymnastics Championship, will be held next week in Birmingham at Legacy Arena. Auburn will compete at 2:30 Central. Track and field continues or wraps up its indoor season later on today in Virginia Beach as the Tigers will have 5 athletes competing today on the final day. That begins at 2:20 Central. The Tigers brought a total of 9 athletes to Virginia Beach, and that's the most represented at the NCAA Indoor Championship since 2007, when the Tigers had 10 representatives. Number 11 women's tennis took down number 21 Alabama in Tuscaloosa 4-3 last night, and will stay on the road for a Sunday trip to Starkville as they face Mississippi State tomorrow at noon Central. Next action for number 3 men's basketball, we don't exactly know yet. With the win, the Tigers will be back in action tomorrow at noon Central for the SEC Championship against either Florida or Alabama at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, and we'll bring you coverage at 11:30 a.m. Central if that's the case. If Auburn was to fall to Tennessee here in the semifinal of the SEC tournament, we'll find out Auburn's destination, opponent, and time on Selection Sunday. That's tomorrow at 5 Central. Always be sure to check out auburntigers.com and the Auburn Tigers app for full schedules and more information. This look around Auburn Athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Also, be sure to be weather aware today, as I believe there's a tornado watch in effect for pretty much the entire state of Alabama west of Lee County. So many of you listening on local affiliates throughout the state and the southeast should be weather aware as you watch the weather and stay safe today and tonight. Obviously, that could be extended into the evening hours and into the eastern part of the state. Again, your score at the half: Auburn 33, Tennessee 32. We take a look at the first half stats when Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Montgomery is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Montgomery. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLE.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Get deals on a new Toyota that feel like... Visit your local Toyota dealer for the Ready, Set, Go event. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fee. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Tennessee ball steal. Cardwell on a drive to the basket, and he goes up and dunks it.
Absolutely. What a defensive play by Dylan Cardwell. Led the break, all 6'11", 260 pounds.
Dylan Cardwell with a steal and dunk in the first half that helped Auburn go on a 10-0 run. That gives Auburn a 33-32 lead at Conecuh halftime. The halftime numbers are brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. The leading scorer in the first half in the game was Janai Broom with 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting, and he grabbed 2 rebounds as well. That's tied for the team lead. Almost every Auburn player that's seen the floor has grabbed a rebound. Miles Kelly's the only other player with 2 rebounds on the team, as Chad Baker-Mazzara, Dylan Cardwell, Tahad Pettiford, Chaney Johnson, Chris Moore, and Jaheim Hudson each have 1 apiece. Chad Baker-Mazzara, Denver Jones, and Miles Kelly each have 2 assists. For Tennessee, the leading scorer is Zakai Ziegler. 7 of those points have come from the free throw line. Chaz Lanier has 10 points on 2 threes that came early in the first half. Leading rebounder for the Vols is Felix Okpara with 5, and then Ziegler also has 2 assists. Points from turnovers. Auburn leads the way with 9 to Tennessee 0, as the Volunteers have turned it over 6 times, and Auburn has only done it 2 times. That's the fewest, or tied for the fewest, in a game in the first half this season. Shooting numbers, Auburn shooting 46.4%, and Tennessee is shooting 44%. Those are your first half stats presented by ADPH, and we're going to bring you second half action from Bridgestone Arena, with Auburn leading 33-32 at halftime, with voice of the Tigers Andy Bersham and Coach Randall Dickey after this.
You've been listening to Conecuh Halftime. Conecuh is the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Get one on your next visit to Neville Arena, or make Conecuh part of your game day wherever you are. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS. Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Second half about to begin. Semifinal action, Southeastern Conference Tournament. Auburn 33, Tennessee 32. Boys, Kai Ziegler scored 11 in the first half. He was 7 of 7 from the line, but was doing a good job of getting to the basket. I thought Auburn made a defensive change to stop that, Randall. What was it?
They put a little bit bigger guard on him with Jones and Kelly, and even when Mazzara was switched off, I think Ziegler has a little bit trouble with the length. You don't have to crowd him and be as close to him. You can stay off of him and still keep him in front of you and still control his shot or challenge it.
Tennessee made only 2 of its last 10 shots of the first half. The Vols have the ball to open the second half. At the left wing, Meshack. Further down the wing, left side for Ziegler. To Lanier. Picked up by Chad Baker-Mazzara. Lanier backs up on the left-hand dribble, 14 to shoot. Switch off now, Cardwell. Around the right side, it's Milicic. Down the lane, Milicic. Left side of the lane, picks up the dribble. Out to the top, drive, pull-up jumper, whistle, and a foul. Meshack got fouled on the shot.
Really good defense. Unfortunately, just fouled him as the shot clock was running down on a jump shot, which will put him on the line.
Meshack is 77%. The foul against Miles Kelly is his 3rd. My goodness. 2 shots for Meshack. He missed the first. That's their first miss.
It's a good sign. Every rebound becomes important. You're going in the second half, the semifinals of the SEC Conference Championship Tournament. Every possession is magnified.
He can tie the ball game, and he missed both. And Broom got the rebound. Here's Denver Jones up the floor with Auburn leading by 1, 33-32. Jones working against Ziegler. Turns it over. Ziegler with a steal and a foul on Denver. Third foul on Denver Jones. So both of Auburn's guards have picked up their third foul.
Well, Auburn was trying to run a play, and it was a little bit of a slow developing play, which isolated Jones a little bit longer. And let's not forget, Sakai Ziegler is on the all-defensive team.
SEC Defensive Player of the Year, 2 straight years running.
Unbelievable, and he will certainly take your candy from you if you're delayed for very long.
19-21. Miles Kelly with 3 fouls comes out, and Chris Moore is in for the Tigers. Auburn leaves Denver Jones out there with 3 fouls. Ziegler works against Denver. Left side Akpara. Ziegler all the way to the hole, and he scores.
He just gets the angle. He knows that the way that Auburn is playing defense, Tennessee is understanding the bigs are going to have to step out and haze him or hedge him hard to keep him from opening up the driving lane.
34-33 Tennessee. Moore inside the arc, right side, hands the ball to Broom. Picked up by Akpara. Out to the top it comes for Denver. Drives past Akpara. Throws it, ball deflected into the corner for Moore. 4 to shoot. Chris up with the right hand, it's short. Tap up by Cardwell. He got it again and put it in.
Really active. He went back up on the glass twice real quick. Good play by Dillon.
Ziegler in the lane, out to the wing for Milicic, to the top for Ziegler, picked up by Broom. 20 on the shot clock, Auburn by 1. Ziegler drives, goes up against Janai and scores.
He is on fire right now. Everything he's throwing up is going in.
Tennessee by 1. 35 or 36-35. Jones at the top. Right wing Chris Moore. Chris bounce pass to the low post for Broom against Milicic. 13 to shoot. Janai. Double team to the wing. Moore to the corner. Chad Baker, and he's fouled by Ziegler.
Really good player. They're going to play Janai one-on-one when he gets post up on the block. A little bit. They were smart then. They played off of Chris Moore, put 2 guys, 1 other guy in the lane, and they're heavy on the help side.
Out of bounds, baseline left, Auburn. Trailing by 1, 36-35. 17:55 to go in the second half. The inbound in the corner, Chad Baker-Mazzara leaves it for Broom. Janai up and whistled and a foul against Milicic, I think.
Good baseline out of bounds play called.
A little bit of words back and forth underneath the basket. And Janai goes to the free throw line where he is 0 of 4 today. It was Broom and Milicic that tied up, I believe.
I think so. I think that's why Chad Baker took off. He went to midcourt real quick because he was down around.
Good
he
point.
was in listening area, but he didn't want any part of that. Smart play by him.
Broom leads Auburn with 12 points. Make it 13 as he gets that first free throw to fall.
Good to see that ball go through the basket.
Milicic comes out and Kate Phillips is in. The 6'9 sophomore from Jacksonville, Alabama, replacing Milicic. Janai can give Auburn the lead here. And he does.
Nice touch on the free throw.
Back and forth we go. 37-36 Auburn. 17:45 in the second half. Semifinal action in the SEC tournament. Phillips to the top, Akpara to Ziegler. Ziegler on the wing. Hands to Akpara, right back to Ziegler for 3. No. High, long rebound. Cardwell pulls it in for Auburn.
Tigers played it smart that time. They did not crowd him. They took away the drive, and he ended up elected to take the perimeter shot and miss.
In the low post, it's Broom against Phillips. Auburn by 1. In the corner, Denver spins to the baseline, goes down, gets up. On the baseline, goes up for a shot, and he drew the foul on Ziegler. And that's the third foul on Zakai Ziegler, and Denver will go to the line to shoot 2.
How about 2 terrific guards going full speed, head up at each other, Denver Jones and Zakai Keeler. Oh my goodness, it's a good matchup.
They're as good at defensive guards as you're going to find, period.
And unbelievable competitors.
Denver at the line, a 2-shot foul for the Auburn senior from Newmarket, Alabama, knocks home the first and gives Auburn a 2-point advantage. Gainey in, replacing Ziegler, who goes to the end of the bench with his 3 fouls.
This is where Auburn really needs to make a little run. Time that they keep him out, it's 17-10 on the clock.
And he knocks home both.
They'll keep him out until the 16-minute media, and then they'll put him back in.
Auburn leads it by 3. 39-36 Tigers. Meshack to the wing. Lanier to tie it. Didn't get it. Tap up, missed. Rebound on the weak side, it's Auburn.
Good defensive board play by the Tigers.
Chad Binkamazar across midcourt, lobs it low post. Broom against Phillips. Backs his way into the lane. Goes up with the left hand. He got it!
Beautiful jump hook. Got a jump stop to the middle on his post up. If they're going to play him one-on-one, throw that ball to him every time.
5-point Auburn lead. Biggest lead of the game for the Tigers. Tennessee ball. Meshack, whistle, foul on the opposite side. It's going to go against Chris Moore.
He was just fighting through all those screens that Tennessee sets. It's hard not to foul when you're trying to play physical and get through it.
It's Auburn's first foul, third foul of the half. Tennessee has been whistled for 3 as well. Gainey looking for an inbound. Still looking, throws it to Meshack at the right sideline. He had gone down and got back up. Meshack between the circles. Right side, Gainey open. Defender goes down, he drives to the hole, tried to dunk it, and Cardwell blocked it.
It's getting interesting around that basket. Dillon was going to go over and lift him back up. It was a pretty hard foul, but
it was deserved.
Yes, certainly the foul was, but Dillon didn't mean anything about it. He was just going to go help the guy up after he knocked him down. I think he just sends a message that, hey, the next time you come here, I'll still be down here.
All right, both teams have gone to their benches. Are they going to review something here?
They're going to review the foul on Dillon if it was a little bit over excessive.
16-19 to go in the second half. Auburn's lead is 5, 41-36. Dillon patted Gainey on the back. And we have a timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected, SeatGeek. Auburn by 5, 16-19 in the second. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
People have been yelling at us online for years to bring back the Whataburger Monterey Melt, and we're finally doing it. The Monterey Melt is back with 2 slices of melty cheese, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch, all on 2 fresh beef patties. We didn't do it because of the comments, posts, replies, emails, or vaguely threatening letters. You can't tell us what to do. You're not in charge of us. Our boss is. And she said to bring it back. The Monterey Melt is back at Whataburger. Available for a limited time. What a burger!
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Why Boot Barn for your business? Because nothing is more important than your workers' safety and your peace of mind. With a commercial account at Boot Barn, you get a customized program specific to your business. The largest assortment of work boots and workwear for every industry. The convenience of having a one-source nationwide supplier and nationwide customization. You need safety and compliance. We have your back. Commercial accounts at Boot Barn Work.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and war Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
All right, Auburn leads it by 5, 41-36, with 16-19 to go in the second half. We understand the review is not the original foul on Dylan Cardwell. It's what happened after the foul. Dylan walked toward Gainey. Akpara then put his hand on Dylan. Dylan appeared to be smiling. As Gainey got up, kind of gave him a pat on the back.
I think that once Dylan made the physical foul,
that's on the floor.
All right, so the call is the original call on Dylan. There's nothing more, as we understand it.
I think he was actually going to go over and help Gainey up off the floor, and it just appeared to the other teammates that he may be taunting him, and that was not true.
And I understand that. As it stands, it's a foul on Dylan, and Gainey goes to the line to shoot 2. Dylan's first foul of the game. Auburn by 5. Tigers are on a 6-0 run in the last 1 minute and 33 seconds. Tennessee's gone over 2 minutes without scoring. Gainey will have the opportunity to do that. He has 2 points that came in the first half. Father played at North Carolina and Tennessee. His father played at North Carolina. His father is an assistant for Tennessee. A transfer from UNC or USC Upstate.
Well, the 2 positives for the Auburn Tigers is we now take a lead at 18-17 on the rebounds, and we're getting to the free throw line early. We're 8 for 12. We've made more free throws right now, and so that's good. It's a positive for the Tigers. They need to continue to stay on the defensive glass.
Gainey will get a couple. The first is good. He's a 79% free throw shooter out of Tucson, Arizona.
He's the backup when they put him in for Ziegler.
And he knocked on both free throws. Trims Auburn's lead to 3.
They're going to go to that 3-quarter court 1-2-2 zone press.
Pettiford into the lineup for Auburn. Tahad across midcourt. Lobs it into the left corner. Chad Baker-Mazzara goes baseline. Pull-up jumper, didn't get it. Cardwell rebounds for Auburn. Ball deflected away, and here is Meshack on a drive. To the hole, he goes up and he's fouled by Broom. The second foul on Janai. And Meshack goes to the line to shoot 2. .16:01 to go in the second half. Southeastern Conference Tournament semifinals. Might be a good idea for the Tennessee bench to sit down, including all of their assistant coaches. Free throw is up, and it's good for Meshack. His first point of the day. Of course, he had the game-winning 3 against Alabama 2 weeks ago.
He had a miraculous shot against the Tide that day. Good player, hard-nosed, aggressive.
He makes the second free throw. Tennessee's made 4 straight free throws and have cut the Auburn lead to 1. Auburn breaks the press. Cardwell, Broom. To Pettiford between the circles. 4-0 run by Tennessee. Auburn's lead is 1. Pettiford to Cardwell at the top. Right back to Tahad. Whistle foul away from the ball. And as Chris Moore tried to run the baseline, I think he was fouled by Gainey. It's his second foul.
We're getting a little bit quicker whistle right now. Any kind that you're cutting through the lane, you're going to get a body put on you. That time, Chris Moore was cutting baseline, and Gainey bumped him.
Out of bounds, baseline left. Auburn leads it by 1. 44-41-40. Inbound, Chad Baker. Low post, Broom against Akpara. Went up for the shot. He missed it. And the rebound, Akpara for Tennessee. And the Vols can take the lead. All of this coming with Ziegler on the bench.
Yeah, I thought that the Tigers might have a little run in them offensively and increase that lead, but you have to give the Vols credit. They bowed their neck and stayed tough on it.
Meshack, right sideline, Chaz Lanier against Cardwell on the wing. 2 to shoot, 3 ball in the air, no. Weak side rebound, Broom for Auburn.
Really good defense by Cardwell and an excellent rebound by Janai Broom.
Pettiford just outside the center circle. Bounce pass, Cardwell on the wing. Free throw line, Janai. Turnaround jumper, Janai makes it.
Beautiful jump hook. They run that cross screen again. Instead of him going baseline, he flashed to the middle of the paint. Nice jump hook from about 4 foot.
18 points on the day for Broom, gives Auburn a 3-point lead. 43-40. Right wing three, Gainey. It's good, we're tied. His 41st of the year. And we're tied at 43. 14-25, second half. Ziegler coming in at the next break.
Well, they've held him out for a couple of minutes, longer than I thought they would.
Left wing, Chris Moore. Bounce pass, threw it away. Akpara with the steal. Tennessee can take the lead. Meshack across midcourt for the balls. On the wing, it's Gainey. At fake at 3. Goes baseline. Dribbles the ball almost out of bounds. Gets it back. Meshack right back to Gainey. Curls and brings it to the top. Down the right side of the lane. Kicks it on the wing, left side for Lanier. Back into the corner, left side, Gainey. To the wing for Meshack. 3 to shoot. Meshack running one-hander. Banked up and missed it. Rebound. Saved by Tennessee.
Gonna give them another opportunity.
Chad Baker-Mazara found Gainey. Miles Kelly, Cheney Johnson in. Cardwell and CBM come out for Auburn. Ziegler comes in, replacing Lanier. Rebounding right now, 20 for Auburn, 19 for Tennessee. We're tied at 43, 13:38 in the second half.
Got a 20-second shot clock on their sideline out of bounds. It's time for the Tigers to be a little bit quicker, a little bit more movement, and come up with those 50-50 balls that are deflected.
Meshack will trigger. Inbound, Gainey goes down and he's fouled by Chris Moore. You got to be consistent in how you call these ball games. Tennessee's already at the line with 13:37 to go in the second half.
Yeah, that's true. That's way too early for the Tigers. We're going to have to be a little bit smarter. Got to keep those Tennessee Volunteers off the free throw line.
Second foul on Moore. Gainey at the line for a 1 and bonus. And the first gives Tennessee the lead. Gainey again can give Tennessee a 2-point lead. And Tennessee was in the lane early. I think Akpara moved. Yeah, no free throw. Akpara moved. Lane violation on Felix Akpara.
Well, they had a little bit of momentum going toward the Tennessee Volunteers. It's a good sign to get a little bit coming back to.
And now the officials get together. Tennessee fans say that it should have been Auburn. They're going to give him the free throw. Wow. They gave him the free throw. I'll be darned. 13:37 to go in the second half, and Tennessee leads by 2. Goodness gracious.
Tennessee's going to stay in their zone press. They feel like it's really been effective against the Tigers.
Well, Broom was the one that moved early, not Akpara, as it turns out. Saw the replay.
Right.
Auburn down 2, 45-43. Tahad Pettiford has not scored for Auburn today. Inside the arc, bounce pass Broom, left side of the lane. Double team. Tahad, straight away 3. Nope, it's short. Whistle ran a foul underneath on Tennessee. I think it's Phillips, or is it Meshack?
12, I think that's Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips was called for the foul, his first. Johnson, the inbound. Broom, Pettiford, left wing, Miles, a 3 for the lead!
Big splash, 3-point shot came in a great time. with Miles Kelly off a baseline out of bounds play.
46-45 Auburn. 12:55 to go in the second half. Tennessee basketball. Meshack to Ziegler. Looks left, gets a screen, drives right. Right wing pass Meshack. Back to Ziegler, they spread it out. Ziegler against Broom. To the hole, he missed it. Rebound tap, and Auburn gets the rebound.
Good defensive rebound by the Tigers. They had to fight hard to come up with that ball.
12:28 the second, Auburn by 1, 46-45. Broom outside the arc to Pettiford. Left wing Miles Kelly, lost it, got it back. Miles, right side pass for Pettiford. Shot clock at 10. Against Ziegler, Tahad gets a screen on the wing. Hesitation off the glass, he didn't get it. Broom got the rebound. To the wing for Miles, to the corner for Tahad. 16 to shoot for Auburn. 12 minutes to go. Auburn by 1. Broom with 10 on the shot clock. Ball knocked away from behind. And a steal and a foul on Pettiford. And that'll take us to a timeout break. And Tennessee's at the free throw line when we come back. 11:54 remaining in the second half. Auburn by 1, 46-45. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Auburn family, it's time to join Aubie's Kids Club for this upcoming school year. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club memberships are on sale now. Presented by Chappie's Deli, Aubie's Kids Club offers 2 membership options that give you a t-shirt, a lunchbox, a men's basketball SEC Champions mini pennant, and more. You can also check in at different Auburn athletics events to receive points and earn prizes, only available through Aubie's Kids Club. So what are you waiting for? With memberships on sale now, head to aubieskidsclub.com to join the coolest club on the Plains.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Tigers lead the Volunteers 46-45 with 11:54 to go in the ball game here in the semifinal of the SEC tournament at Bridgestone Arena. Jacob Hillman here courtside with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard as number 18, Wisconsin's getting the big game from John Tonji. He has 23 points, lead away for the Badgers as they lead Michigan State 52-47. The winner of that game would go on to face the winner of number 11 Maryland and number 22 Michigan in the Big Ten Championship tomorrow at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The Terrapins and Wolverines will play at 2:30 Central in Indy. Also in action, South Carolina State and Norfolk State are a tight one as they bid or go by for a bid in the NCAA tournament in the MEAC tournament final. Loyola Chicago trails BCU 42-35 with 11:58 to go in that ball game of the Atlantic 10 semifinal. And then also at 2 o'clock Central, number 16 Memphis and Tulane will tip off in the semifinal of the American Athletic Conference tournament. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Back over to Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
Of late, Tennessee has done its damage at the free throw line. The Vols don't have a field goal in the last 240. They're only one of their last 7. But worth noting, Auburn led by 5 when Zakai Ziegler went to the bench with his 3rd foul, and Tennessee from the free throw line has been able to come back, has actually taken the lead and trails by 1 and are going back to the free throw line, and Ziegler back on the floor for the Tennessee Vols.
But Tennessee did a really good job during that segment with Ziegler out. I thought the Tigers might kind of spurt out and have a little run in them and increase that lead. But we took an ill-advised shot, turned it over, did not complete they had to end up fouling twice and put them on the free throw line, and that gave Tennessee enough momentum and drug it out long enough to get Ziegler back into the game. So this is a really big segment right here from the 11:54 mark to the 8-minute immediate is going to be huge.
And a reminder, Tennessee is shooting free throws the rest of the day. They've only been called for 5 fouls as Tennessee.
And we started out in the second half. I thought the Tigers were going to be that. We're still sitting on 8 for 12. The Falls are 13 for 15 from the free throw line as of this time.
Meshack at the line for 2, where he is 2 of 2 today. He came up with the steal and was fouled by Pettiford. The 11:54 to go in the second half. Meshack at the line. This is a 1 and bonus for Tennessee. First free throw rattles in. And Tennessee ties the game at 46. Pettiford, Kelly, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, Janai Broom, and Chaney Johnson, the Auburn 5.
I'd like to see another scorer kind of stick his head up. Whether Chaney Johnson could try to get into Chad Baker-Mazzara or at least get a 3-point shot from Miles Kelly would help.
Tennessee presses. Auburn gets us the ball to the low post, and Miles Kelly drives in the hole and scores.
Speaking of that, it's good to see.
And Auburn is back up by a point. Back and forth we go. Meshack Ziegler on the perimeter to Meshack. Down the right side. Whistle foul. It's going to go against Tennessee. An illegal screen, I think, on Milicic.
That's 2 big positives coming right out.
And that would be his 4th. Yes. Milicic just picked up his 4th.
Yeah, they got to take him out quickly.
And they do. And they bring Dubar in. Darling Stone Dubar, a senior out of Charlotte at 6'6".
Big possession. The Tigers going to run a set play here to try to get the ball from a good 3-point shot from Kelly or try to get the ball down low.
Miles, a logo 3. He didn't get it. Rebound Tennessee.
Ooh, good look.
And here's Ziegler the other way for Tennessee. Auburn's lead is 48-47, 11-11 in the second half. Meshack, they clear it out. Left side for Ziegler. Picked up by Chaney Johnson. Now picked up by Tahad Pettiford. 10 to shoot. Ziegler inside the arc. Out at the top, it's Dubar. Dubar down the lane to the basket. He banked it up and he scores.
Well, he's had 2 big baskets today for the Volunteers as a reserve.
Tennessee goes back up 49-48 with 10:43 to go in the second. Just settle in, friends. Pettiford, Chad Bacon-Mazzara penetrates, drives, pull-up jumpers, CBM in and out. Rebound tapped up, ball is loose, Tennessee ball.
Kind of a missed opportunity there for the Tigers. Had a pretty decent look, just didn't get the ball to go down.
Tennessee ball on a curl, Gainey. Now brings it out to the top. Chaz Lanier, and at the next break for Tennessee, Dylan Cardwell for Auburn. Akpara, whistle foul.
We got Miles Kelly.
And that's Miles Kelly's 4th foul. He fouled Ziegler, who goes back at the line for Tennessee. Tennessee is 15 of 17 from the line today. Auburn is 8 of 12. Broom gets a rest as Cardwell is in. Denver Jones will come in replacing Miles Kelly. And Gainey's back at the line to shoot a 1 and bonus, where he is 4 of 4 today. Tennessee by 1. Gainey can take it to 3. And he does. Or he takes it to 2, excuse me. He can take it to 3 right here.
Got to seal off. In case he misses, retrieve the defensive board off this free throw. He makes it. I'm going to think that Tennessee is going to stay in that. Now they're going to go man-to-man full court just to apply pressure on the ball.
Tennessee by 3. Their fans come to the feet. 51-48, drive to the hole by Pettiford. All the way, and he missed the layup. Tennessee the other way. On the wing, Lanier goes baseline to the basket underneath. Gets the ball to Phillips, and he puts it in. Tennessee leads by 5.
Missed layup. In return, defensive transition wasn't very good, and the Tigers give up a layup, give the ball some momentum on here.
53-48 Tennessee. Pettiford near the center circle. To Denver Jones at the left wing. Shot clock at 15 for Auburn. Tigers trail by 5. Pettiford near midcourt. Near the left sideline. Gets a screen from Dillon. Kicks it to the wing. Denver drives to the hole. Goes up. It was blocked. Tennessee the other way. Leading by 5 with the ball. Watch out for the 3. Phillips. Ziegler 3. He didn't get it. Rebound Ziegler. Got in front of Cardwell. Wow. To the wing for Gainey. Now to Lanier at the right wing.
Another opportunity for the Volunteers right here. They're just outplaying the Tigers the last 3 possessions. They're quicker to the ball.
Left wing Gainey penetrates down the lane to the hole. It was blocked. Rebounded by Pettiford the other way for Auburn. Down 5 Auburn ball. Pettiford left wing 3 ball. Short. Rebound Tennessee. It's been a tough day for Tahad. He's 0 of 8 from the field.
He sure has. That was a great defensive play. Great block by Chaney Johnson to give the Tigers a possession. Just a little bit short. Looks like Tahad's.
Curl, Lanier shoots, scores. And it's a 7-point lead.
We may have to get a timeout to kind of stop this little run.
And Auburn does. Tennessee by 7. You just can't give a team like this that many opportunities. 8:17 in the second half. The experts at Sense Green with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit senseofgreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
8:17 to go in the second. Auburn trails by 7. Biggest lead in the ball game for Tennessee. A game that has seen 18 lead changes. The game has been tied 8 times. But Tennessee's lead right now is its largest of the contest. An 8-0 run by the Vols. Auburn has gone 3 minutes and 32 seconds without scoring. An uncharacteristic day from an offensive standpoint from Tahad Pettiford, who is 0 of 8 from the field. And Bruce Pearl called a timeout. All right, down 7. What do you do right here, Randall?
Right now you got to get a basket. You got to set up a special play. You're going to go inside out. You're going to try to give Broom the first look. Try to space your guards. Maybe get Denver Jones back involved until we can get Miles Kelly back in. They'll probably hold him out for a little bit longer. But try to get one of your other guards open on a swing pass, depending on if Broom doesn't get a one-on-one play at the basket. But the biggest thing we got to do is we got to regroup and get a little bit more quickness to our feet, be a little bit more bouncy. Tennessee's out running us to the ball. Any 50-50 ball, they're just coming up with it.
8:17 to go in the second half, and Auburn trails by 7. This matches the largest lead for Tennessee. Denver Jones, Dylan Cardwell, Janai Broom, Tahad Pettiford, and Chad Bacon-Massara, the Auburn 5. Miles Kelly, who's Auburn's second leading scorer with 10 points, has been in foul trouble most of the day. He has 4 fouls. He remains on the bench.
They're going to do a sideline out of bounds play. They're going to let Broom take it out. They'll drag him across the top, send him to the block.
Cardwell off the inbound. Chad Bacon-Massara now. On a curl, Denver Jones lobs it. Cardwell tried to dunk it. He was fouled.
Really good execution. All the defense went toward Broom and opened up Cardwell for the lob. He tried to throw it down. It just got fouled on that play.
Akpara called for the foul. It's his third. And now Dylan goes to the line. He has 4 points on the afternoon, a school record 116 wins in his Auburn career. First free throw is missed. And Chris Moore comes in, and Chad Bacon-Massara comes out. Cardwell can cut the lead to 6 if he knocks home the second free throw, and he does. That breaks up a drought of 3 minutes and 38 seconds, a scoring drought for Auburn. Tennessee by 6 with the ball and a foul.
It's a small breath of fresh air, but it is at least a positive, and then we come right back down and foul, put it right back on the line.
Chris Moore called for his third foul as he knocked over Dubar.
The script really has switched from the first 5 minutes of the second half. Tennessee has gotten to the free throw line in 17 for 19. They have made more free throws than the Tigers have shot, and it's usually right the opposite throughout this season.
And 10 of 12 from the line in the second half. And Dubar is at the line for Tennessee.
I will make a note that I don't know if we've said this, but bench points, Tennessee 17, the Tigers 3.
They're in the double bonus the rest of the game, and Dubar makes his first. Back up by 7. He can take the lead to 8 right here. Second free throw. He got them both. Up 8. Tennessee presses. The inbound to Denver Jones. 8 minutes to go in the second half. Can Auburn overcome an 8-point lead in the final 8 minutes?
Plenty of time, but they're going to have to be effective and efficient on their offensive end.
Right wing, Chris Moore. Back out to the top for Pettiford. They lob it underneath. Cardwell. Bad shot. Bad opportunity for the alley-oop. Dylan had no chance, and Auburn turns it over, and Tennessee gets it.
Yeah, that was a bad possession right there, which become even bigger and bigger as it gets closer to the end of the game.
Now they can take the lead to double figures right here. 7:26 on a counting clock. Lanier, Ziegler at the left wing. Working on Moore. Switch, Cardwell. 3-ball, Ziegler. Good.
That little guy's seen a lot of SEC games. He knows how to win. He knows how to play, and that is the biggest three that the Volunteers have had all day long.
11-point lead for Tennessee. 60-49. Broom fouled by Meshack. Trying to come up from behind him, and Meshack got him, and that puts Auburn at the free throw line for a 1 and bonus after a timeout. Tennessee by 11. Tennessee 60. Auburn 49. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn men's basketball manager Sam Cunningham. When did the idea of coming to Auburn, when did the idea of wanting to work with the basketball program come into your mind, Sam?
Well, my family's diehard Auburn fans, so this is the only school I applied to. This was the only school I was looking forward to coming to. So my main goal was getting here, and then when BP said he was saving me a spot, it gave me extra determination to get into Auburn to come work with BP.
Okay.
And then I love sports, and cancer kind of took away me playing sports, so that's the way to keep me involved with sports.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Auburn trails Tennessee 60-49 with 6:59 to go in the semifinal game at the SEC tournament inside Bridgestone Arena. Jacob Hill here courtside with the check of the yellow at scoreboard as number 18 Wisconsin leads number 7 Michigan State 68-65. Two great games from John Tonji and James Richardson as Tonji has 28 points and 6 rebounds for the Badgers, and Richardson has 19 points and 6 rebounds for the Spartans. There's 4:27 to go in the ball game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The winner of that game will face the winner of Michigan and Maryland tomorrow in the Big Ten Championship. There are plenty of tournament final games being played today. South Carolina State and Norfolk State are under 6.5 to go, with Norfolk State leading 55-51. And then there will be the Arizona number 2 Houston game, Big 12 Championship. Boise State, Colorado State play in the Mountain West Championship. Number 6 St. John's and Creighton play in the Big East Tournament Final. And then at Iona, Mount St. Mary's play in the MAAC Championship Final. Miami of Ohio and Akron play in the MAC Championship. And then the ACC Championship will be number 1 Duke and number 13 Louisville, with a couple of nightcaps to follow as well, including the WAC Tournament Championship, the Big West Championship, and the Conference USA Final. So lots of bids to be decided today. Selection Sunday tomorrow at 5 o'clock Central to determine the field of 68 in the NCAA Tournament. Now back for the final 7 minutes of action between Auburn and Tennessee. Here's voice of the Tigers, Andy Burchett, with Coach Raymond Dickey.
Tennessee 60, Auburn 49. The Vols have gone on a 13-1 run. And Auburn does not have a field goal in the last 4 minutes and 50 seconds. And friends, that's the story of this second half.
Well, there's not any doubt. Shooting percentage also, the Vols are 7 for 15 in the second half for 46%, but they're 12 for 14 from the free throw line in the second half. Tigers are 5 for 16 at 31% in the second half, and only 5 for 6 from the free throw line. But the bench points, the biggest glaring thing, the bench points, is Volunteers have scored 19 points off their bench. The Tigers have only gotten 3.
Right. Janai Broom at the line, a 1 and bonus.
So it's time to make a run.
First free throw is good for Janai.
Got the player of the year for the SEC at the free throw line. This would be a good start. Make the free throws, start getting some shutouts, get back out in transition and get some easy ones and cut your lead down.
Janai missed the second free throw. The rebound comes to Tennessee. And a foul on Chad Baker-Mazara. A reach-in foul on Chad. We'll send Gainey back to the line for 2. Couldn't get the rebound, and maybe a frustration foul on Chad's part. And now Tennessee back at the line, where they are 12 of 14 alone in the second half and 19 of 21 in the game. Tennessee by 10, 6:56 to go in the second half.
They've really got to the free throw line in this second half, really made a difference.
Danny makes the free throw. He's 7 of 7 alone in the second half from the free throw line. Second free throw, and Tennessee leads by 12. 6:54 to go. If there's a comeback, Auburn's got to start it now.
Yeah, it's time to get going and start carving yourself back into this lead.
Chad Baker-Mazara curls, kicks it to the corner left side for Miles Kelly. Shot clock at 15. Out to the top, Chad Baker-Mazara. Right wing, Jones. Low post for Janai, 10 to shoot. Low post for Dillon. Up with the left hand, he put it in.
Great interior passing by Broom to Cardwell.
That cuts the lead down to 10.
It's time to get some starts, to get some stops. It's the last 6:26.
62-52 Tennessee, 6:21 on a counting clock in the second. Ziegler works on to Denver. Bounce pass, right side Chaz Lanier. He lost it, got it back to Ziegler with 8 to shoot. Ziegler penetrates, into the lane, and a foul is called against Chad Baker-Mazara.
Just got to continue. It's a little bit, the Tigers are a little frustrated with the way the Vols hold the ball in their hand and then try to attack on the drive. And it's tough physically to continue to move your feet and keep those guys in front.
Ziegler at the line for 2. His first free throw attempts in the second half. He was 7 of 7 in the first half, and he's now 8 of 8 in the game. (63-52) Tennessee. And Ziegler knocks it home. A huge discrepancy in free throws today. Tennessee 23 of 25, Auburn 10 of 16. Tennessee by 12. Denver a bounce pass. Chad Baker-Mazara on the wing. Low post now for Janai. Working on Akpara. Out to the top, Chad Baker. Bumped, no foul, shoots a 3, got it.
Got a big 3 right there. It's a little flurry right here for the Tigers. Try to pick up the defensive intensity, create something in transition.
Yeah. Trims the lead to 9 with 5:35 to go. 64-55 Tennessee. Got to get some stops, Auburn. On the wing, Chaz Lanier. Had a shot at a 3, decided to back up with Broom in his face. He launches a long 3. He missed it. Rebound Jones for Auburn. Down 9 Auburn ball, 5:18 to go.
Good shutout. Get a good look here. Try to get that ball in the basket.
Inside the arc, it's Broom. Along the baseline, into the lane. Head fake up with the left hand, and he's fouled by Akpara.
Always good. Get something. Drive into the basket.
It's the 4th foul on Akpara, and it puts Janai at the free throw line. He's got to take advantage. He's 3 of 8 from the line today.
When anytime that you're trying to cut into a lead, it's imperative that you score with the clock not moving. Getting to the free throw line is really important for the Tigers.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. First free throw from Janai is good.
Like
56.
The Tigers might extend their defense out a little bit more full court, apply a little bit more pressure.
Janai had both. 20 points on the day for Janai. 7-point lead, Tennessee. Auburn presses. Whistle.
5 seconds.
5 seconds against Tennessee.
Outstanding decision. Great call by the bench to go full court press.
Dubar didn't get the ball inbound in time, and Auburn gets it underneath its basket. Baseline left, trailing by 7.
Going to go baseline out of bounds play right here.
Broom will be the one to trigger for Auburn. Inbound to Janai. Cardwell at the top, it's Denver. Now in a curl, Miles a 3, good!
Big splash, here comes the Tigers right now. Defensive stops, cut it to 4.
4-point game with 4:55 to go.
The resiliency of the Tigers is showing up.
Gaining across midcourt, Tennessee calls a timeout. 8-0 run by Auburn. Cut the lead to 4. 4:48 to go.
That's outstanding. Great strategic work, great execution by the players. Getting the 5-second count was really as big as the free throws, giving the Tigers an extra possession. And what a splash 3-point shot by Miles Kelly.
Miles on the day with 13 points. Janai Broom leads Auburn with 21. And this was a 30-second timeout. Milicic, by the way, immediately checked into the ball game for Tennessee. And we're down to a 4-point game, 64-40 or 64-60, with 4:48 to go in the second half.
Looks like the Tigers might have a little renewed spirit. They kind of went through a little lull. Tennessee went on the run. What was
13-1 run.
13-point run there. Kind of spurred out against the Tigers, but here comes the Tigers. They are resilient. They certainly have been through the trials and tribulations of the season. They've been through this before. They'll carve their way right back in. But defense, every possession is magnified. One thing I like about where we are, 4 points down, 48 seconds, 4:48. You're going to get a media timeout, so you need to win this 48 seconds right here.
Miles Kelly, Dylan Cardwell, Denver Jones, Chad Baker-Mazara, Janai Broom for Auburn. Chaz Lanier, Zakai Ziegler, Igor Milicic, Felix Akpara, and Jordan Ganey for Tennessee. They have the ball at their end of the floor after their timeout. The inbound to Ziegler. 4-point Auburn lead. Tennessee has a 4-point lead. Ziegler between the rings. Left wing for Lanier. Back to the top for Ziegler. 9 to shoot for Tennessee. A screen for Ziegler. Down the lane. Kicks it to the wing and out of bounds off by Milicic.
Turned it over. That's really good for the Tigers. Defense just snuffed them right there. Great shutout. Give them another opportunity to continue to carve into this lead.
Meshack in. Lanier is out for Tennessee. Auburn down 4 with the ball with 4:30 to go. Inbound, Denver Jones. Across midcourt of the right-hand dribble. Bounce pass, Chad Baker-Mazara, right wing. Low post, Broom against Akpara. Right side of the lane. Into the lane, spins, goes up, off the glass, it's good!
Beautiful turnaround, bank shot by Broom. He's just willing his team back, cheering them on.
2-point ball game. 4:03 to go. The Auburn faithful to their feet here. Ziegler, low post, threw it out of bounds. He was trying to set up Milicic, and a timeout. 3:56 to go in the second half. Auburn on a 10-0 run. The Tigers have the ball when we come back. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you gonna eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
3:56 to go. Tennessee went on a 13-1 run and opened up a 12-point lead. Auburn has gone on a 10-0 run of its own. Hit 4 of its last 4 field goals. And with 3:56 to go in the second half, Auburn has the ball, trailing by 2. Turnovers the last 2 times down the floor for Tennessee. And Auburn has been able to take advantage. And now they do so again here. The game is tied, or Auburn has the lead.
At least they've got the possession. They've done an outstanding job defensively. They had some shutouts. Tennessee's turned it over twice. They snuffed them on the full court press. Auburn has capitalized and scored on all of those. Broom had an outstanding bank shot here right in front of us, right off the back. We're going to run something the same way. Run your offense through Broom. Try to get him a basket around the block. If they elect to double team him, then you've got a space for Miles Kelly, Denver Jones, or somebody on the perimeter to get a good look from downtown.
Update on the Yellowwood scoreboard from Plainsman Park. They're in the top of the 8th, 2 outs, a runner on for Vanderbilt. Commodores lead Auburn 8-6. Texas A&M beat Auburn softball today 13-2 over at Jane B. Moorfield. Denver Jones, Janai Broom, Miles Kelly, Chad Baker-Mazzara, and Dylan Cardwell, the Auburn starting 5 on the floor. Tennessee counters with Ziegler, Gainey, Lanier, Akpara, and Phillips. Auburn ball, down 2, full length of the floor to go for the Tigers. Janai will trigger.
The Volunteers are going to come back to their press. They're going to stay man-to-man, though, but they're going to apply full-court pressure to the Tigers.
Broom will trigger underneath the Tennessee basket. The inbound to Denver Jones, who will bring the ball up the floor. We're under 4 minutes to go in the second half, and Auburn is down by 2 to the Vols. Denver at the top of the circle, right wing Chad Baker. Low post, Broom. To the basket, he missed it. Rebound tapped up, Akpara got it.
Beautiful set play
Sure
out of
was.
the timeout.
Oh, goodness.
Broom just missed the bunny right at the basket.
And Tennessee gets the ball back. Oh my, that would have tied the ball game. Left wing, Lanier, curl, shoots, misses. Tap up, Phillips, good.
Second opportunity right there. The Tigers can't afford to let many of those get by. It's only a 4-point game. Come back down and get another shot.
Bounce pass, right wing, Chad Baker. Low post, Broom, double team. Got to be somebody open. It's Denver. Down the lane to the basket. No, he's fouled.
They doubled him early really quick, but he got rid of it and found a streaking Denver Jones to the basket.
And he'll go to the line for 2 with 3:08 to go in the second half. Now goes against Phillips, his second. And Denver's at the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers. Denver with 9 points on the afternoon, a rebound and 3 assists.
Really has played well. Anchored as the toughest task of anybody, Garden's Zakiah Ziegler.
First free throw by Denver is good. Cuts the lead to 3. Denver in double figures with 10 points.
Looks like Tigers are staying with their starting lineup down the stretch here.
Second free throw by Denver. Oh, he missed it.
A little short.
Wow.
Little
Tennessee
short
by 3.
Just one possession, though, 3-point game. Got to get a shutout defensively. Get the possession of the basketball back.
Ziegler lobs it, low post. Phillips, he missed the alley-oop.
There we go.
Here's Auburn the other way, down 3. 2:50 to go. Low post, Broom. Outside the lane, right side. Whips a pass to the corner. A 3 by Miles. That would have tied it, but he didn't get it.
Oh, he had a good look. Had a really good look right there.
Ziegler walks it across midcourt, 2:35 and counting. Tennessee by 3, 66-63. Ziegler against Jones at the top with 13 to shoot. Down the lane, Gainey to the hole. He got it.
Boy, the layups has really hurt the Tigers today, but just a 5-point game here.
Denver Jones, right side, Chad Baker. In the post for Broom, where he's double teamed. Phillip, or rather, out to the top, Denver 3, didn't get it. Rebound to Ziegler.
Back-to-back good looks from the 3-point line.
Bruce Pearl says don't foul. 1:58 to go. Just a 5-point ball game.
2-possession game here. They got to just win the possession defensively and try to get a basket on the other end.
Tennessee 68, Auburn 63. Tennessee ball, Ziegler. Lobs it, Akpara, low post, goes down. Auburn ball. Tigers down 5. Cardwell down as well.
Good shot.
Miles Kelly at the top. Don't have to shoot the 3.
No.
And a whistle, and Cardwell slow to come to the other end of the floor, holding his left, I think it's his left leg. And he'll come out, and Chaney Johnson will come in. Auburn trails by 5, 1:31 to go in the second half.
Plenty of time, but a huge possession. Try to get a good shot on the goal this time.
Auburn has missed its last 3 shots, 2 of which would have tied the ball game. Down 5, Auburn ball. Chaney Johnson will trigger down the left sideline in front of the Auburn bench. 23 on the shot clock for the Tigers. Inbound Broom. Bounce pass, Chad Baker. Chad Baker with 18 to shoot. on the left wing. Chad Baker puts it on the floor, drives baseline. Now to the basket, goes off the glass, and he scores.
Got a nice two-point basket there by Mazzara.
Cuts the lead to 3, 1:12 to go.
The defensive possessions get bigger and bigger, and none bigger than the one they're in right now that they need to win.
Tennessee basketball, Ziegler against Denver Jones. A minute now remaining in this one. Tennessee by 3. Ziegler on a curl, Gainey, low post for Phillips, double team. Phillips up, and he missed it. Tap up, Akpara, no. Rebound, Broom. Another Auburn player is down, and it's Chad Baker Mazzara. He's holding his right knee. Well, if he can't go, you'd have to go to Tahad Pettiford, who hasn't scored today. Auburn is down 3 with 47.4 seconds in the second half. Chad Baker walks gingerly up the floor.
I think they're going to try to let him walk it out just a little bit. Maybe he just kind of had a little stinger right there.
Yeah. There's not a lot of meat on those bones.
I think he just has skin draped over those.
They'll stay in the ball game. Full length of the floor to go for Auburn, down 3. 47.4 seconds to go.
Get a good shot on goal. Try to get something going to the basket. Finish it with a three-point conventional play, or get a good look outside with one of your guards shooting a 3-ball.
Tennessee presses. Chaney Johnson will trigger to Miles Kelly. And Miles will bring the ball up the floor himself. 42 seconds as he crosses midcourt. Auburn down 3. Hands the ball to Denver Jones. Denver to Miles on the left wing. Inside the arc, left side, it's Janai against Akpara. Spins to the hole, he missed it, tapped up, and he missed it, and he's fouled.
Fouled on a putback.
If it's Akpara, he just fouled out of the game.
Going to put Broom at the line.
Akpara fouls out. Auburn may have gotten a break, friends. I think he got him on the arc, got him on the hand. And Janai Broom goes to the free throw line for 2 enormous free throws right now. And Tennessee is going to take its time bringing the 5th player back on the floor for the Vols. It's gonna, I would think it'd be Milicic.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a pandemonium out there. Both coaches are coaching their teams.
Yeah, it's not Milicic. They're going to go smaller.
Yeah, they're going to put Meshack back down.
Yeah, Meshack, Gainey, Ziegler, Phillips, and Lanier. And Janai is at the line for 2 for Auburn.
Big free throws here, 29 seconds on a game clock.
Janai is 5 of 10 from the line today. 5 of 11. He misses the first. Oh my. Auburn, 13 of 20. And this is a good free throw shooting team at 75% coming in.
We were still going to be a one-possession game. He needs to make this one right here.
He missed them both. Rebound, out of bounds off Tennessee, Auburn ball. And they're going to review it. They'll review that possession.
Some guys chasing that ball out of bounds, and I'm hoping it's Tennessee. It'll give a possession to the Tigers.
A 3-point game right now. And Auburn is 13 of 22 from the free throw line today. And they are going to review that play. The ball that went out of bounds on the second missed free throw from Janai, who has 23 points and 7 rebounds and an assist here today.
I think the way it looks, it's going to go out on Chaney Johnson there.
Well, the big board here, the Tennessee fans certainly believe so.
If that's the case, the Tigers are going to have to pick up full court. It's 28 seconds. You're down 3. Going to try to pick out one of the worst players and foul them, because you're going to have to stop that clock.
Tennessee gets it.
After further review, the call on the floor has been reversed. It would be Tennessee's basketball,
28.2 seconds to go. Auburn has missed his last 3 free throws and trails in this game by 3. 68-65 Tennessee. Can Auburn get one more stop without having to foul?
Something's good's got to come up. You got to play for the steal right off the bat. Full court press. Try to get a hand on it, deflect it. One of your teammates come up with it. Make a 3-point shot and tie this thing up.
Milicic will trigger. Chris Moore is into the game for Auburn, replacing Miles Kelly.
You just can't afford to let the clock run for very long.
Full length of the floor to go for Tennessee, leading Auburn by 3, 28.7 seconds to go. Broom will face guard against Milicic. Still looking. The inbound of Ziegler. He walked!
It's a jump
ball. They called a jump ball and Auburn gets it. He walked in the process. And now Auburn gets the ball back, down by 3 with 26.6 seconds to go.
What an outstanding defensive play by the...
They got it to Ziegler on the sideline, and he was double teamed immediately.
Just picture perfect. Broom trapped him. They used the sideline as an extra defender. He had no place to go and ended up tying him up.
Does Tennessee foul here? Down 3.
Will be interesting.
Chaney Johnson will trigger just beyond the Auburn bench down the left sideline. Auburn trails by 3, 26.6 seconds to go.
They'll run a sideline out of bounds play here. They're going to run something really deep down quick, or they're going to try to get Miles Kelly or...
Inbound to Broom. Leaves for Chad Baker-Mazar to Miles on the left wing. Miles, a screen. Gets it to Janai. Right corner, tap. Chad Baker, a 3 to tie it. He didn't get it. Rebound out of bounds off of Tennessee. Auburn ball, 14.2 seconds to go. And they're going to review this one.
There's still life. There's still hope.
They will review this one as well. I think that one's out of bounds off Tennessee, friends. I think Auburn will keep the ball with 14.2 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Tigers will remain in the possession.
And let's get a scoreboard, a Yellowwood scoreboard update from Jacob Hillman.
Thank you very much, Andy. They're in the bottom of the 9th inning at Plainston Park as Vanderbilt leads Auburn 8-6. Cade Ballou up to bat with nobody out. So it'll be Ballou, Freilich, Renbert due up for the Tigers in the bottom of the 9th inning. In the Big Ten semifinal, it has gone final as Wisconsin defeats Michigan State 77-74. John Tonji scores 32 points and grabs 7 rebounds to lead the way for the Badgers. Norfolk State and South Carolina State are coming down to the wire in the MEAC tournament final. 22 seconds to go, and Norfolk State leads at 65-61. One of those teams will be going to the NCAA tournament with a win there. Cornell leads Dartmouth 62-49 in the Ivy League semifinal, and underway is number 16 Memphis along with Tulane.
The review continues. Chris Moore is into the game for Auburn. Right now, the ruling is Auburn has the ball with 14.2 seconds to go and trailing by 3.
After further review, the call on floor is reversed. It would be Tennessee's basketball with 14.
All right, you got to go. You got to regroup right now. You're going to go back to your same philosophy and the same position that you want. You got to press hard, try to get a quick trap. Try to play for the steal. If you don't get it, you've got to foul and stop the clock because you only have 14 seconds left.
Janai must have been the one to tap it out of bounds. No argument from Auburn. They're setting up a defense here with 14.2 seconds to go, trailing by 3. Chad Baker-Mazar had a pretty good look at 3 to tie it, and it's now 14.8 seconds in the second half. They put all 5 of their players out of bounds. They can't do that, can they?
Yes, they can.
They have to at least have 4 of them inbound.
They have to be inbounds, but they're putting them all along the baseline.
They're going to send somebody deep.
They'll send all 4 of them at least to the free throw line, and 2 will continue on down the floor, and then 2 guys will come back.
Milicic to inbound. Still looking. Still looking.
5 seconds.
He called a timeout.
Good defense by the Tigers. They were tough, physical, and got through those screens and snuffed the Volunteers that time.
Tennessee has 1 timeout remaining. He was getting close to 5 seconds. 14.8 seconds in the second half. Auburn trails Tennessee 68-65. Auburn trailed by 12 at one point of the second half. Came back, had a chance to tie it on 2 occasions. Actually 3, have been unable to do so.
They sure did. What an outstanding comeback. It's unbelievable, though. They have really, on that 5-second count, I guess I was counting and I got a little excited and started counting a little faster. I wanted to get to 5 and get the possession back in the Tigers' hands. They still could happen again. The Tigers are really good at defending out-of-bounds plays. The only thing it's really kind of unusual, you're a little susceptible when the Volunteers trying to go full court. You're susceptible to the long pass if he floats wide open.
Chaney Johnson, Denver Jones, Chris Moore, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, and Janai Broom for Auburn. Milicic, Meshack, Lanier, Ziegler, and Gainey for Tennessee.
They're going to change their press offense. They go to an I formation from the midcourt, from the top of the key, all the way to midcourt.
Milicic inbounds underneath Auburn's basket to the left.
Same defense. You got to get a hand on it, try to play for the steal.
Milicic still looking, throws it to Meshack. He walked, but he was fouled.
Sure was. With very little time going off the clock.
14 seconds. Foul is against Chad Bacon-Mazzara, his 4th.
Pretty good. You had to stop that clock. If you couldn't get the steal, you had to stop the clock.
I thought he shuffled his steps when he came down. And now Meshack goes to the line for Tennessee with 14 seconds to go.
I thought somebody might run under that, the way as much air was underneath the ball. He lofted that from the baseline all the way to midcourt. I thought one of the Tigers were going to run through that pass.
Meshack will get checked out on the sideline. I think it's a contact lens. And now Auburn was over talking to Bruce Pearl. Auburn comes out to play defense. It is a contact lens, a problem for Meshack, we understand. And he'll be at the line for a double bonus. 14 seconds to go, and Auburn down by 3, 68-65. And now Meshack will walk to the free throw line for his 2 free throws. From the line today, Tennessee has helped itself immensely. It is 23 of 25 from the line, 16 of 18 in the second half, and Meshack is 4 of 6 today.
Well, these are really big right here.
He gets a couple. The first is good. And now it's a 2-possession game.
Makes the task a little bit higher, but you've got to, either way, you've got to get the basketball, retrieve it, or throw it in, score quickly, and call timeout.
Miles Kelly into the Auburn lineup, replacing Chris Moore. Milicic comes out for Tennessee. And Phillips is in for the Vols.
Tennessee takes him off the free throw line. They go into a little bit of a prevent defense right here.
Second free throw is good. Tennessee by 5. 14 seconds now to go. Inbound quickly, Denver Jones. Across midcourt, near the top of the circle, left wing. Spins into the lane. 6 seconds, throws it to Miles Kelly. Launches a 3, it's no good. Tennessee gets the rebound and the Vols win it.
Well, that was disappointing right there. The Tigers had 3 really good looks at the tied up. They carved their way back into the deficit that they had. They were down, fought really hard to get back. A tough loss. Got to give the Volunteers a lot of credit. They played outstanding today.
Helped themselves from the line where they went 25 of 27. Auburn, on the other hand, 13 of 22 from the free throw line. And though Auburn had 3 chances to tie the game down the stretch, unable to do so, and the Vols win it. Tennessee 70, Auburn 65. Janai Broom's 23 points, the Wind Creek high score for the Tigers. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games and win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casino Burst app. Tennessee advances to the SEC championship game and will play Alabama or Florida tomorrow. Auburn will head home and get ready for the NCAA tournament announcement that I believe takes place at 5 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. Tennessee 70, Auburn 65. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the new